Mesozoic, starring Craig Smith. Oh, there he is, Craig Smith. Donald Von Griffin. Jan Torres. Leslie Denneberger. Glenn Montgomery. GM Brandon Blackmore. Tonight, the exciting climax to Tranquility versus the Hag of Cragheap. At least that's what I'm saying. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, last week. Oh, first let me catch up on stuff I've been doing. Because I went through and wrote descriptions for actually everything except last week's game. That's how caught up I am. So, I have pictures of stuff, and I think I've shown you all, but I found better pictures for Grimble's Cognob of Cognob's Incendiary Emporium. And here's Grimble's Cognob. I'm going to share this fella with you. Yeah, that's good. Share screen. Grimble's Cognob. Goblin Inventor.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's a great pick.
Okay.
Goblin ethics are basically as long as it makes money or explodes, it's good.
Okay.
So there's him. Also, I found a picture of Edgelord after having been on his own and escaping from the Aztecs for 2.5 years to 3 years or so. So it's been like 3 years for him. He was on his own for like 6 months and then a prisoner of the Aztecs for like 1.5 years or so, and has been living on his own with Mocta, his Aztec warrior priestess who rescued him. For here's Mocta. Oh shoot, I'm still sharing. Oh, here you go, Mocta. That's her. And then here we go. Jungle Edgelord.
There we go.
He's gone native.
He's gone native.
Tarzan style.
Oh, sorry. I meant to mute that. Yeah, I actually did a search for Tarzan with beard, and this is the best one I found. Oddly, most of the results were, why doesn't Tarzan have a beard? And it's funny, because that, I don't know if anybody here is actually...
Question, isn't it?
Well, no, it's actually not, because Edgar Rice Burroughs, in the Tarzan stories, describes why he's clean-shaven, because he considered it like a reminder of his ape lineage. And so he shaved him. He taught himself to shave to look more like a person and less like an ape. It's true. Look it up. Anyway, that's why Tarzan doesn't have a beard. He taught himself to shave. To embrace his humanity.
After being rediscovered and brought back to England.
Actually, I don't remember when that was. It might have been.
Yeah, it was.
Might have been after that. I don't know.
Yes, because blades weren't available.
Yeah, in Burroughs, it was after he was brought back to England. They basically taught him to shave so that he wouldn't be considered like a guard.
I seem to remember he taught himself to shave, but I could be wrong. It's been a million years. Anyway, there we go. Last week.
Again, it's Burroughs, so yeah.
Yeah, who knows? So last week,
they did the same thing.
You guys got back to Tranquility with the Pashupatastra, the crystal, the football-sized crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And what was going on there?
Didn't we go to the medical place where we thought we could find a machine that might make the formula that would de-raisin it?
Wait, was that last week or week before?
That was last week, yeah. To de-raisin.
Oh yeah, because last week you met the wizard Salazar and you knocked his tower over into the sea.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was the week before last. Last week we got back.
Game before last. Yeah, he was uncooperative. Anyway, last week Michael pulled the formula, the super science formula for how to reverse the life drain. You went to the ruined hospital and synthesized like 20 gallons of the stuff.
Yeah, what we think will work.
Yep. And then brought it back to Tranquility. Haven't used it yet, And then something happened that was dramatic. I don't remember.
I brought up the obelisk map matching the time dilation charts.
Approximately.
We're exploring the obelisks right now.
And you were like, "What?"
Yeah.
And you were like, "What obelisks?" And she's like, "Well, I mean, they're not subtle. It's just don't tell me you haven't noticed them." Nope, you hadn't noticed them. So you found the obelisks. Actually, I'll show you a picture of an obelisk. I don't
And
have
the
this one
handcuff
uploaded yet.
defines us.
Doodly-doodly-doo.
Apparently, anybody who has a second personality that has power can't find the obelisks on their own.
And they look like that.
Yeah.
And if you dig under it, it doesn't fall down. It stays where it is. So you've discovered that. You did not try melting it, despite Isco's suggestions. You did not find an entrance. The whole thing's like about 4 meters tall. 3 meters tall. So, not quite twice as tall as a person. A person and a half. Well, depending on the person. If it's a small person, it could be 2 people.
It is a very, very complex machine.
It is a very complex machine and has something to do with preserving the state of things. Is what
Yeah,
that
like
is.
it is the clockwork as a smartphone is to Ben Franklin.
Something like that, yeah. Radio then. And then the Hag of Craig Keep showed up, landed, demanded to know why you hadn't given her the Pashupatastra yet, because she knows you have it. But you didn't have it with you at that moment in time, so she couldn't take it from you because she didn't know where it was. So she's a little frustrated. And then you...
But because we're investigating that.
Which,
well, I think we actually did have it with us, except it was so well hidden that...
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention that until he finished it.
Yeah.
well, whatever happened, and then you pointed out the obelisk, which she had never noticed before. And then she, puzzled, and not wanting to be puzzled in front of you, maybe, left. It's like, huff, huff. She left in a huff. Huff. And zoomed away in her vroom vroom. And then John Erlang flew up and did a quick sweep and found, 7 or 8 obelisks within, a 15, 20-minute flyby route. They're not next to each other by any means, but they're probably each 10, 15 kilometers apart. But you find them, and there's apparently quite a few of them. So there you go. And I think that's where we left off.
Okay.
As I recall, yes, that is the case.
So there you are. Out
Okay.
in the Precambrian wilds. From time to time, a big dinosaur comes by, and if it's a herbivore, it looks at you curiously and then continues going by. And if it's a carnivore, depending on how hungry it is and how big it is, it may be curious about what you taste like, and then you discourage that, and they run off. So as long as you keep your eyes open and you don't let one eat you when you're not looking, they're not really a threat to you guys. The threat is if you're not paying attention and one chomps down on your head.
Okay. So, as for investigating the obelisks, they're literally not going anywhere.
You have been unable to move this one.
Right. Their job is to be eternal. So,
Okay.
the
I think their
obelisks
job
are
is
not
what's
going.
keeping this universe together.
Right. Well, for the moment, I don't care. I care immensely, but for the moment.
Bigger fish to fry.
Can I see a picture?
How about we de-raisin these folks?
Can I see a picture of the Pashupatastra, whatever that thing is? Because
The-
I'm
Pashupatastra. Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
because these are obelisks that look vaguely like crystal shapes themselves, and it's like I'm wondering if that's what dragged their ship here in the first place.
I don't have a picture of it. I got a drawing. It is a pink transparent crystal that looks like this. It doesn't actually look anything at all like those obelisks.
Yeah, that's true.
Different
Okay.
color, different shape, different number of sides.
Okay, I just wanted to see it.
Although this is also a technological artifact, but it is not the same kind of technological artifact as the obelisks. It's hard for Captain Harrows to explain the difference, but the Pashupatastra is lightning and wind chimes, while the gold obelisk is infinitely complicated clockwork.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both like crazy alien beyond hypertech, but different.
So yeah, how about we de-raisin these folks, or at least give it our best shot?
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
And one of the things I'll be curious about is how little or how much time dilation we had coming to one of these obelisks. And if we followed them going home, whether that changes anything.
Oh, navigation. That's a navigation question, ultimately, because it's about mapping.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Harrows, I will give you this for free because you got the pro from Dover on navigation, right?
Yes, I do.
This is exactly what that kind of thing is made for. It's purely an academic question that has no bearing on anything useful, which is what pro from Dover is all about. When Michael says that, you like, wait a minute, and you look again at Ty's map, and you're like, the further away you get from the coastline, and you don't know if it's really the coastline you're getting further away from, but coincidentally, the coastline is an obvious landmark, so
Right.
that's where your brain goes. But the further away you get from it, they get further and further apart.
And that's
So
the time dilation of being away from the coast.
you think that must be related, that it's not actually the coast, it's these things.
That would make sense because it hasn't strictly been the coast.
That's true.
Just been a rough.
Like one trip.
I go ahead and I roll through the calculations real quick to see if my map lines up with this new theory.
Well, actually, you have been making notes about how much time dilation you get from point to point, and the places, the paths you have traveled that have had the most time dilation have been paths far away from the obelisks, as far as you know, the ones you know of.
Wow.
Right. And the paths that have had less time dilation have been nearer the obelisks that you now know exist. Like if you overlay Ty's map with yours and your various paths, the closer you stuck to where the obelisks are, the less time dilation there was.
Or
You need to mark those obelisks.
faster time travel relative.
We need to mark those obelisks, and in any future travel, we need to stick to those obelisks.
If only you could see them. Until you know they're there.
Yes.
Well, we can map them now based on what we've seen.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
did Amelia Earhart drop off a copy of her charts?
I believe she did, yeah. Because one of the things that she does is just fly around and make maps of places. I mean,
Captain,
she doesn't really have all that much else to do. What would you say, Craig?
Captain, can your minions see the obelisks without you directing them?
Oh, the bots.
The bots. I mean, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes, bots.
Automata.
I don't know, Brandon. Can they?
A quick handful of experiments, you discover that when you point it out to them, they can see it, but they don't notice it until you do.
Because they're a creation of your power, that's why.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what I figured.
Yeah.
Nice to check.
What I'm hoping to do is be able to use some charts to infer the locations of these things.
Or we could bring Ty with us. So somebody that's pretty competent.
Yeah. Or we could just bring someone with us.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, about those raisinified survivors from the Carnival Star.
Yeah.
Which plan?
We end up making enough of
Remember,
the
we
serum,
have to
right?
put the Pashupatastra, whatever that thing is, into the new mix, from what I remember correctly, like they did when they did raisinify them.
Have the cauldron of the mix and lower the Pashupatastra in and have them breathe the vapors that come off of it and be very, very careful not to make everything explode and kill everyone. You know, we probably ought to do this slightly outside of town.
Well, bear in mind, we also have to hide the Pashupatastra from the hag while we're doing it. We have to find a way to cover up what we're doing.
Except that if she really wants to see it, she can.
Yeah, I'm hoping that she is looking hard enough at the obelisks right now. Besides, if she goes ahead and flies back over here while we're doing this, too late. We've done it. If she wants to fight over that now, we can just, stab her in the back.
Sure.
Literally.
I like that idea.
See, I knew you guys would be turned around to that idea eventually.
That's only because you bring it up every single time she comes up in conversation. It's like,
Yes,
hey,
correct.
it's a typical experience. It's like, well, maybe the hag of Crag Keep knows about something. Hey, did you guys know that you can come up behind her and brain her? Thanks, John. Thanks for you say that literally every time she comes up in conversation.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've actually run at least three good dry runs on this assassination. If she wants to fight, she's in for a world of trouble.
If we can keep her from speaking, I think we have a much better advantage.
I think if we can keep her from doing anything, we have the greatest advantage. But
well, I mean, yeah, that's the ideal circumstance in any fight, isn't it?
Well,
Disable the opponent.
At this point, she knows nothing about my power, and all I have to do is mind control her, silence.
That could work.
Oh.
I wouldn't lean too heavy on that. She doesn't know about your power thing.
Yeah.
She might by now.
That ship may have sailed.
I'm not 100% convinced that she can't cast magic without speaking.
True.
So,
That's just a limitation she might have given herself.
Yeah,
the kind of magic that she performs.
A steel rod through the cranium.
That too.
Which is a shame. I really like her. I just wish she wasn't bent on destroying everything.
Well, my feeling is I don't think she can. I think that she'd have to destroy the obelisks.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like.
No, yeah,
Sounds
exactly.
like she wants to try, just to try one.
This brings up another interesting idea. How are these obelisks laid out around that spaceship, and would they protect this area from being this reality from being eliminated?
I still don't know. I don't think I want to trust those guys.
Who, the spirits?
Yeah.
Ah, the spirits. Here's a reminder. Here's the spirits look like.
Oops.
Ah.
There's something there's some kind of techno magic too, I think.
Yeah.
Magic idea. They look
something.
like anyway.
1, 2, 3.
I mean,
there is a likelihood that those obelisks can protect this world against them. If nothing else, it might prevent them from using the Pashupatastra for what they want to use it for.
It's all guesswork at this point. So what are you guys doing?
Yeah, it is all guesswork.
it all is. It really is. So we got to take the Pashupatastra out at some point to de-raisinify these people.
Well, let's make sure everything is set up so we can just do it quickly and have done.
Oh yeah.
Outside the town, here's your plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just say,
Well outside the town.
Also, so if we do end up fighting her, the backlash is lessened, the collateral damage.
yeah, I mean, within range of the town's weapons, just so that they can bring whatever they've got to bear.
Okay.
So like if she does decide to come in and hassle us, somebody with the sharps can just go ahead and put something between her ears.
Volunteer.
No, I was thinking like Sheriff Rose.
Oh.
I'm still thinking that
Whatever
only
works.
somebody invisible is going to be able to take her out.
And again,
Well,
Isco can volunteer.
Yeah.
that again depends. I think that if she's prepared for invisibility, then I'm screwed. Other than that, it's a good plan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can make yourself invisible before we start this whole thing in case she shows up.
I'll just stay invisible all the time. I'm gonna be invisible man, invisible Ifrit from now on.
For the rest of her life. And we do this thing, and if she wants to make trouble, we sort it out from there.
Okay, so what do? You
So
set up tents or what? What's your deal?
Well, might be a good idea.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and set up some, because we don't want this stuff flowing into. Oh. We go ahead and set it up. What would that be? Downwind. Any of this nasty stuff flows away from town.
Then you want to do it in the evening, like just before sundown, because you get when the sun comes up, the wind blows toward the water. When the sun goes down, the wind blows away from the water. That is a phenomenon that's common on Earth, and it also happens to be how it works here.
And if it's at all possible, we might want to set up a little bit. If we have enough lead, we might want to pile up some lead in here just to keep things contained.
Guys, there's such a thing as being too prepared.
Yeah.
Are we sure the weapon does anything, or are we just we thinking is Superman now?
Yeah. Let's get this underway.
I'm curious. You have two goals. One is to prevent, or hope that you prevent, the hag from noticing what you're doing, and the other is to prevent the Pashupatastra from killing all of you. That's what I understand.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no.
Oh, and also the fumes from the thing you're making. You're not positive, but you're pretty sure their effects on people who haven't been raisinified. Well, at the very best, it's unknown.
Yeah.
You hope that it won't hurt normal people.
Let's keep this.
But you don't actually know.
While you're outside of
Right.
Question,
I'm
at
going,
any time, did we ever need to use gas masks while we were critter hunting? And do we have any?
As far as I know, you've got one, and that's Ty's.
Okay,
And whoever
should ask.
whoever starts the thing rolling has to be the one wearing the gas mask, and the rest of us will wait outside.
Oh, Ty's happy about this. Orderly Harrington volunteering, sir. Have gas mask and goggles.
all right. Don't get yourself killed. By the way, the Seebeck effect is genius, and you should work on that.
What's the Seebeck effect? Was that the
The
temperature differential power supply thing she was thinking about? Right. So you're going to have her operate the dunking the Pashupatastra into the cauldron of goo that you got from the high-tech
And we tell everybody we don't know what's going to happen. This is our best shot. You can stay raised to fight, or you can volunteer for this.
Oh, they want they're anything's better than this.
Yeah,
So they all basically crowd into this tent you set up, and it's just them and Ty. Is that what's going on?
I'll supervise just in case something goes horribly wrong.
yeah. An immortal, yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so you got a tent. It's kind of like a oh, what do they call it? Like preachers that go town to town. Revival. It's like a revival meeting tent, except in the middle there's a great big bucket. A wait, not a bucket. What would it be? Like a barrel,
The
like a
rest
rain
of us
barrel,
will be upwind as well.
and filled with this goo. And you've rigged up like a chain thing to suspend the thing, and she's got like a handle. All right. Are your preparations ready?
Yeah,
I hope so.
Isco and Erlang. Well, Isco's ready to snipe the hag if she comes by to cause trouble.
So you're outside the tent. Everybody else is outside the
Yeah.
tent.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Then
Yeah.
over the radio, you hear, Operation Juvenation, ready to go, sir.
Hi.
Is the word given? Over.
Might as well try. We've got everything prepared. We're not going to be able to do anything else.
All signs are go. Let's do this thing.
Initiating Operation Rejuvenation. Over. And then she pulls the handle, and it like lowers the crystal into the goo, which then bubbles and steams. Yeah, and it like wafts around the tent, and it doesn't hurt Erlang, and it doesn't hurt her. But everybody else has like, they get bigger and less raisiny looking, and they don't look super healthy, but they definitely look a whole lot better than they were, and they're normal size, and they're not all wizened up.
Turkey mannequins.
I'm sorry, what?
Go out now.
They don't look like beef turkey mannequins.
Yeah, they look. No, they look fine. They look fine. And then she pulls the lever back up and pulls it out of the goo, and it like drips off of it. And Operation Rejuvenation successful, sir. Over.
Yay.
Good job, Ty. Secure the Pashupatastra, and let's go ahead and get those people back to their loved ones.
All right, she.
We better secure the liquid as well because that's toxic, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Well, she gets the crystal thing and puts it in your case and secures that and goes to take it off somewhere in the town. And you guys do what you do with the big vaulted barrel of goo, toxic goo. And all the raisin people are happy. Yay! Passengers. That's what they call everybody that's new to the town. They call them passengers. Yeah. I decided calling them Israelites is probably not the best idea. They're passengers. So anyway, well, that's what they call themselves, and it's always best to call people what they want to be called. So
Yeah.
yeah. So there you go. And then people break down the tents, and you've got your barrel of goo. What are you going to do with the barrel of goo?
Good question. We could send it COD to the hag.
We're guns with it for the hag.
I say we keep it around, and if she really wants it, once the
Maybe useful
crystal.
for something in the future.
You can dunk it in it. It's like, here you go. Enjoy. A nice toxic brew for you.
Might make a good weapon for something bigger and tougher than us.
Okay, this is a weapon that's gonna hurt, that has a really high risk of hurting us while it's hurting others.
Yeah, basically talking what biological or chemical warfare. That's nasty.
Well, I'm thinking
Sword's much
more
cleaner.
hollow point bullets.
I was thinking her water supply.
Oh my god. Oh, it's wrong.
Michael's the closest thing you have to a chemist, right?
Yes. Mhm.
All right, I'll give it to you for free. Michael, well, as you guys are figuring out what to do with this barrel full of stuff, Michael can tell that it is, after having been exposed to the Pashupatastra, it is becoming inert.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. That solves the problem.
I mean, it's still bubbling and steaming a bit, but eventually what you're going to have is organic sludge.
Well, then we can dispose of it as organic sludge.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
gross. You still wouldn't want it near your drinking water.
No,
But-
definitely not.
Definitely going to keep it tightly sealed.
Do I
And
know of any kind of a? Well, I guess if this is super science, I wouldn't know any chemical reaction that would
If
probably
we're
make
trying to
it
destroy it, then I could just maybe incinerate it.
oh yeah, that doesn't sound.
Yeah, in an empty field somewhere, and I'll just destroy it.
Fire releases new chemicals
Yeah,
yeah,
that are worse
it's worth a try.
you're getting rid of.
yeah. Chemistry says that burning things seldom makes them less toxic.
You guys starting to find anymore. Like, I don't even burn anything. I don't know if I like this anymore. It's not cool.
What? We like to blow up Salazar's rig.
It's basically turning
that's
into
true.
sewage,
Sure.
Okay.
essentially.
Well, how about if I burn a little bit of it and see what happens? What do you think about that? Not the whole thing.
How hot can you get? Can we get like a gas chromatograph?
That sounds like a challenge. I don't know. We'll find out. give me a little time. Let's see how high I can get.
use the high speed cameras. Get the computers working on color correction, and we'll have you burn things, and that way we can use the spectrography to figure out what the chemical composition of it is.
We've got a human spectrophotometer.
Okay,
so
go fast forwarding through this process a bit.
Yeah.
Let's give me an estimate. Who wants to guess how long it's going to take you guys to figure out how to dispose this stuff?
Oh, probably probably take us like an hour of gabbing about, and then finally just somebody
There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah, and then someone's just gonna dump it into the ditch.
Set it on fire because he's really.
Let's not create another love canal. Okay?
All right, so I'm thinking at some point is the plan's just go get some ladle, scoop some up,
Yes.
walks out to the middle of a field,
Yes.
fries it until
Yes.
it's just basically a hockey puck, and
Oh,
comes
okay,
back,
that works.
and
Yeah.
Michael looks it over and says, yeah, it's basically dried sewage now. It's just gunk. So
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we could probably use the steel cooking part of the blacksmith shop for high pressure work, and heat and pressure, and just dry bake this stuff and pop it out. And
So a bunch of automata like pick up form a chain around the base of the barrel and like walk it back into town into the smithy.
Yeah.
And you pour it into a vat or a smaller vat, bit at a time, and eventually you cook it all off, and it's just basically dried gunk. So it's not going to kill anybody.
I'll let my apprentice, who probably knows more about smithing than I do by now, know not to touch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to touch it. Nope. I wasn't thinking, hey, I wonder what would happen if I touched it. I wasn't thinking that at all.
Yeah, we're not sure what. It's
You're pretty sure that he
probably
was
not
thinking
very
that,
healthy.
but he's not going to touch it.
I'm guessing it's not very healthy.
Oh. Well, I definitely wouldn't want to touch it then.
Yeah.
So, what do you suppose would happen if you did touch it?
Anyway.
Well, Captain, you're living up to your reputation as Coast Guard. You're really rescuing the people really well.
Oh yeah, they're thrilled, and all of the passengers that you rescued, they're just ecstatic. You guys have lived up to every myth, every story of the Coast Guard rescuing them and taking them back to the mainland. You fulfilled all of them. I mean, they're basically in the land of plenty. They have fresh water, all they need. No more drinking their own pee. Yay! They've got fish. They've got fresh vegetables. Carrots the size of a leg. The carrots you guys grow, they're just enormous. They're like a local variety of carrots, like the size of a baseball bat. So, yeah, this is just heaven, basically. Yay!
Yay, Coast Guard.
So, unless you guys stop them, there's basically a town party to celebrate just how awesome you guys are.
I am inclined not to stop them. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
No, I'm not
I
gonna.
was gonna say it's about time.
Hooray!
Hey, we finally have some decent hooch. Why not have a party?
And somebody gets the bright idea that you should all be deputized. Because if there's anybody who has demonstrated that they have the town's best interest at heart, and would be, should have the authority of the law on their side, they think you guys should. They don't want you to replace Sheriff Rose, but they think you should definitely be deputized so that, you and the sheriff are all, united, and you guys are, because there's been, some talk about you being kind of lawless. You go off and do your own thing. So they think it'd be great if you were all deputized and officially sworn in as agents of the law.
I have no problem with that.
Whatevs.
Sheriff Rose is neither for or against the idea. Like if you look over at her while they're discussing this, she'll be like, "First I've heard of it."
I don't care either.
It's like, if you want it, fine. If you don't, I really don't care.
Hey, if you can use any help,
Yeah, you guys. Oh, Sheriff Rose. I haven't shown you Sheriff Rose in a while. Doodly doodly doo. It's the last game.
Personally,
Gonna pull out some pictures for the last game.
My needle.
I'd be proud to assist Sheriff Rose in anything she needs.
ditto.
Well, she's like, you've done every single thing we've asked you to do, and lots of things we never did. So, personally, I don't think a badge is going to make any difference. But if it would make you feel better, it would apparently make the town feel better. But if it would make you guys feel better, I'd be happy to swear you in. But I don't expect it to change anything, and I don't think you should expect it to change anything.
I don't expect anything to change
I
anything.
agree.
Yeah, no, I'm right on board with you, and honestly, I don't think it's any more necessary than you do. But I didn't get where I was in entertainment by not playing to the crowd.
Exactly.
Well,
Gotta keep
then there's a big ceremony, and people are throwing death flowers. No. People are throwing their hats in the air, because they all wear hats. Throwing their hats in the air, and Sheriff Rose actually only has like 2 spare badges for deputies. But
We can make more smithy, right?
yes, you can. In fact, Captain Harrows can ask his automata to go, here, take this one, and go make 1, 2, 3, 4, make 4 more like this. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. And they run off, and they beep, 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 zip, 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 zip. Like 10 minutes later, come back with a box of them. Not what you asked them to do, but now you've got a box of little gold badges, tin badges. So, yay! Big ceremony. Hooray! Everybody drinks, has food, eats all the food they want, drinks beer. Yay! So, fast forward to the morning.
Yeah.
Cool. What do you do? Let's go left or right. Let's go. Or my left. Let's go. What are you up to?
I'm gonna sleep in late, sleep off the hangover.
All right. Captain Harrows, are you similarly sleeping in late? Don't lie. I know you're going to.
No, I've got ideas.
All right, you set one of your minions to wake you up early, whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
So, an automata stands next to you and goes until you get up. And you're like, 10 more minutes. It says, beep, beep, beep. Okay, boss. 10 minutes later.
Okay. I get up. Actually, I am going to spend some time at least, helping Ty get her feedback effect stuff set up.
You look at all of her stuff she's got set out, and it looks like she's made pretty good progress, but she's lacking the rare earth minerals. Like, she's got sketches and designs, and she's made jigs and molds for things. Like, once she gets the rare earth materials, she can actually make a working prototype. It'll only be about this big.
Right.
But, it would be enough to drive a hovercraft. It'd be enough to power that. Given the current demands on the electrical system of the town, which at this point is an electrical fence around the outside to discourage vermin and small dinosaurs, and also a couple of energy cannons that you brought back from the high-tech future settlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't power all of that. It would power like one gun. If you didn't connect the guns, it would power the electrical fence just fine. So it's probably the equivalent of like a dozen car batteries.
Okay.
But there's, without the rare earth elements, she's reached an impasse. However, she's not actually there. You're looking at all her stuff.
Yeah.
How about Dr. Anna? Waking up early, sleeping late.
Oh, get up early.
Great. What are you doing?
Is how you end up being ambushed.
Doing anything special?
Probably the normal stuff I do when I come into town. Make soap unless somebody's taking over that duty, and I'm sure they have by now. Help out the smithy, run, whatever.
Cool.
Hunt, whatever's needed.
Jog up and down the beach. See if anybody's been washed ashore overnight.
Jog up and down the beach. Everybody can watch because there's a giant arc of sand coming behind me.
All right, Michael. Wake up early, stay in late.
Yeah, well, Michael won't wake up early, but he'll wake up not late. And he'll actually be a smith for the day.
All right. Captain Harrows is there when you get there, and is off in like Ty's workshop area, which she's set up by this time. So, but you're over in the smith part and working with Jack. Oh, since again this is probably the last game of this game, let's go back and visit Jack, because a good cast bears repeating. Here's Jack. Former outlaw, current smith. Apprentice smith. Now he's still technically an apprentice. There's stuff you can do he can't do.
Okay.
But he's quite mastered the skills of making nails and hinges and door latches. So he can't quite make a barrel of a gun, but he can make some other gun parts. So he's getting there. So you help Jack stuff, teach him like how to make a new part, new techniques, new smithing techniques. John Erling, wake up early, sleeping late.
Wake up early.
Okay. Do what?
Do a perimeter fly around the town, see what's happening.
Okay.
And just expand outward to see what's going on outside the town. Make sure that, armies of 6-foot tall ants armed with machetes aren't getting ready to descend upon us or anything like that.
You don't see any approaching armies of any description. Let's see. Nope. No, it all looks peaceful. Everything seems to be going just fine. everything's going so well.
Fly out to Wangwo, see how they're doing.
Oh, they're doing swell.
Yeah,
Basi-
no, I've got a sinking suspicion that I know what's happened.
The folks at Wangwo, they're doing fine. They're happy to see you. They're always happy to see you. You're basically like, hey, a deity is visiting. Yay! And not like the mean kind that wants child sacrifices. You're basically just awesome. So, the warlord offers you tea. If you want, if you want, you can sit down and have like, rice cakes and stuff and whatever. I don't even really know what ancient Chinese people ate for snacks. But whatever it is, they offer to you.
Okay. Yeah, hang out with them for a while, find out what's going on, see how things are going. Just, catch up and, maintain a presence.
The warlord says you had expressed interest in the imperial census, and he still calls it the imperial census because he still firmly believes that the empire is out there just past all the dinosaurs.
Right.
So, you would be happy to know, since the last time you visited, there have been 2 deaths and 3 births.
Okay, well, that's good.
This is a town of like, I don't remember how many people I told you this was. A couple thousand? It was a good big number. Yeah. So it's kind of a couple of thousand. So,
Okay.
would you like to visit either the bodies of the deceased or the newborn children?
I don't think I'd do the bodies of the deceased much good, but I'm sure the families of the newborns would be happy to see me. So yeah, go visit them.
They're thrilled that you've come to visit them. And they like your blessing, basically, on their child.
Okay. Yeah, do that.
Wow.
Hang out. Don't be rude. And then see if, once I fly around the area, see if I can find any of the golden obelisks around here, too.
You basically only find them when you already know they're there.
Okay.
It's like you were using Ty's map to like find the ones she knew about, and you
Right.
found those.
Okay.
But past that, even though you can kind of guess where it would be, you don't see it.
They're not there. Okay.
For all you know, you're standing right next to it, and you just don't notice it.
Okay. All right. I'll just
It's a
have
little
to bring
frustrating, I
that
imagine.
next time. Yeah. I'll just have to bring one of the straights with me next time. Check with
You there,
anybody-
Chinese peasant, come with me.
Yeah, check with the warlord of Wangwo. See if any of his people know of any of these.
Of the obelisks?
Yes.
Yeah, they have a different word for them that I don't know what it'd be. But it has something to do with like probably like imperial marker or something like that. It's something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Because I mean they're gold and they're apparently indestructible, so they just assume that they are, holy or imperial in some way.
That makes sense.
Celestial, sorry, not holy. Celestial or imperial in some way.
There you
But
go.
yeah, and they assume it has something to do with keeping the city safe from dinosaurs, because they don't really have to worry too much about dinosaur attacks here. They get them sometimes, but they haven't really been as much of a problem as they feared they would be when the dinosaurs first appeared,
Mhm.
which is how they look at it. But yeah, we've mapped out. I don't know. Let me see. It's a big ass town, and we do send people out around to go do stuff, and we send people to you and send people back here. How many do we know about? 9. They know about 9.
Okay.
And he'll take you into essentially the war room, and it has a great big painted map of Wangquo and the mountains and the streams, and there's Tranquility painted over there, and marked on the map are 9 of these obelisks.
Take some pictures. I don't have a map with me, so I'll just photograph his.
All right. And on this map, there are, I don't know, probably 6 that are not on Ty's map.
All right. And then, spend a half an hour or so saying goodbyes so that we're not being rude to one another. And then fly back to Tranquility, see what's going on there.
All right, meanwhile, let's go. You're up by this time. Let's say it's around lunchtime. You're awakened by the delicious smell of dinosaur eggs and dinosaur bacon.
Oh, my favorite. I'm gonna go that direction. And I am hungry.
Cool. You head over to the Red Dog. Tandy's not cooking because Tandy actually doesn't like to cook. She has a helpers come in and do the actual cooking. But they crack open a dinosaur egg and fry some dinosaur bacon on the griddle. And there's 36 people sitting at tables. And there's a line outside. So it's considered good manners to you don't rush, chew the food thoroughly, and eat it. But once you're done, get up so somebody else can come in. So that's kind of how that goes.
Okay.
So you go in and people stand up and please come sit down. Oh no, yeah, I can wait. I can wait.
Oh,
Please take my seat.
It's nothing.
No, come on. I insist. Come on, please. So.
Okay.
So you have breakfast. That takes like an hour. All right.
While I'm there, I'll ask Georgia if he's learned any new pieces, or written any new pieces. If he's creative.
He actually has written something new. It came to him about a month ago, and he's been working on it. I think the term would be workshopping it, because he plays it from time to time and sees how people react, and judging people's what are the brain chemicals like acetylcholine? What's the thing that like chocolate does for you? Yeah, by measuring people's endorphins while they're listening to it, he's been adjusting the tune and the arrangement.
You can do that. Wow.
Yeah.
Here's an AI.
Do what? It's not difficult. He actually is very skilled at arranging music.
Right, but I didn't know he had that kind of. I didn't know he had that kind of sensors, of chemical sensors like that. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, no, Georgie has all the chemical sensors in the world and a few.
Right, I thought most of what he had though was like physics and the
It's all built into the motherboard.
Right, I understand, but I didn't know about all the rest of the chemical and other sensors. That's interesting. I didn't realize that.
He thinks it's interesting. He thinks it's interesting that you are surprised by that.
Okay. Clearly, I wasn't paying enough attention, Georgie. Carry on. So
he plays it for you. And it's
cool.
more of a like a dun 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 dun. It's not honky tonk fun music. It's like an orchestral Amadeus kind of thing. This is not really the audience for that. So
yeah.
So people generally respond to it like they don't quite know what to think of. It's like it makes them feel something, but they're not sure that it's something that they want to feel.
Okay. Right.
And his way of describing that to you is like one step removed from, because he doesn't actually understand how people feel. He's only watching. So he's not quite sure what to do with it, because apparently it's not quite right, and he's made it better, but he's not sure that this is actually a suitable piece for this venue. What do you think?
I think you need to play more to your audience. I mean, I think you've just built something that you appreciate, maybe from your time. You think that they should appreciate, but you need to find what they would actually appreciate, the kind of music that they would actually prefer to listen to, and start with that. I do
want to make music that people like listening to.
Right. Yeah. So maybe asking them,
Thank you. I'll look into that.
Cool.
So meanwhile,
happy to help.
Okay, this is just the day. Okay, if people don't do anything interesting, this is gonna get dull. How long does it take before somebody does something interesting?
I'm looking for Ty.
She's not around.
2 days.
What?
I said I'm gonna wait 2 days. I figure we deserve a weekend. After that, I'm gonna. It is my intention to bring the battle to the Hag of Crag Keep.
Yeah,
right.
first thing I'm doing right now is making sure that Ty hadn't been captured during the party because
Well, as it happens, so by around the afternoon time, she hasn't turned up, and usually she has by this point. I mean,
okay.
it's not uncommon for her not to be in the workshop because she spends a lot of time out around the town repairing the water lines, repairing the electrical lines. I mean, she works. She's basically working like every day. So, but usually by the afternoon, you've seen her at least once. So you go around to look for her.
But before lunch, all my minions are looking for her. Is what I'm saying.
I think that would be a little bit early, but we'll skip past that.
Okay.
So minions are looking for her. They haven't found her.
Okay, I'm officially worried.
So you go looking for her?
Well, I find everybody else I can find and let them know that I can't find Ty.
By early afternoon, everybody's back to town from their various excursions, so you can all meet up over lunch. Pterodactyl pastrami on rye.
Okay.
Tandy's very proud of her sauerkraut that she's invented. She'll tell you all about it. Well, we have the vinegar that we made from. I'm not going to bore you with it, but she's excited about it because this tastes almost just like sauerkraut.
And all we need now is some Thousand Island, and he can make us Reubens.
Or at least some proper mustard.
I'm working on it.
Oh no.
What is Thousand Island? What is that? Is that a place?
It's a combination of like mayo and other sauces.
I'll work on the mustard.
Yes, it's a mayonnaise ketchup. Yeah.
So everybody comes in, and Captain Harrows expresses his concerns, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of something else I can do. Go ahead and talk.
I've been looking for Ty for a couple hours now. None of the bots can find her around town. I'm officially worried.
Should have called us in earlier.
Yeah.
It's not unusual for her to not be in the workshop at all.
No, but not
there was no reason for him to have been worried immediately.
Captain, have you tried the radio?
Right, exactly.
Because she's usually.
I'm sure I would have tried the radio.
He would have tried the radio, and she doesn't respond.
Now I am concerned.
I have my fears.
Actually, wait. You try the radio, and oh, you hear it. It's over there on the workbench.
Yeah.
She doesn't have her with her.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
I have my theories, and none of them are good.
So who wants to give the hag a brick to the back of the head and rescue Ty?
I like this
Go as a
idea.
team.
I like this idea a lot.
Around that time. Oh, have I done it again? God, Google is driving me nuts. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, it's done this thing where it just goes gray and everything freezes. I'll be right back.
Oh, I heard that there's a Chrome issue with the latest update of Chrome.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I wonder if it's still recording the screen. I think it is. That would be disappointing. Well, hang on, I'm going to start recording over again. Okay, we're recording again. Yay. All right, so, at which point, Sam Winston walks up to your table. Just morning, or afternoon, sorry. I had a bit of a late night, you might have heard.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Captain Harrows. I think you might want to look in on your assistant there. She's been acting kind of weird this morning.
Where is she? I've been looking for her all morning.
Well, last time I saw her, she was getting on her train and heading out of town. But that was That was before lunch.
Mm.
This is the first I've seen you. I would have mentioned it to you earlier. I mean, I don't think she's. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't be worried exactly. It's just acting kind of weird.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Actually, it eases my mind a little bit, knowing that somebody here has seen her today.
Oh yeah. Oh, all right. Well, you folks have a good day. And
Thank
he wanders off.
So, am I tracking her down?
I think that's what comes next.
All right, I got my radio. I'm
The
the
tracks ought to be real easy to follow.
Yeah.
Being made out of iron and all.
Of course, that's assuming that the person that Sam saw as Ty was actually Ty.
yeah.
Well, let's go find out.
All right.
Okay. So, Dr. Anna follows the tread tracks of Ty's locomotive. Is that what's going on?
That is correct.
All right.
And I guess we'll follow after on whatever vehicle.
I'll get some altitude and just follow things with hyper acuity.
And I think
Yep.
we need to have an
Same.
invisible Efreet.
Same.
Principle.
Same but invisible.
Nothing like a fireball coming out of the sun.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Let's see what we have.
Just remember, Isco, in the event that the shit hits the fan, I'm the one that they're all going to be paying attention to, and you're going to be the one that's going to sneak up behind people with the half a brick, okay?
I go like this, not realizing I'm invisible and you can't see me.
Oh, here's what Ty's locomotive looks like nowadays.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
Yes, that is exactly what we would have built for her.
All
It's
righty.
amazing the things you can do with an M60 tank chassis.
So, let's see. Dr. Anna, make a reason survival roll.
All right.
You're going to find her. That's not really a question. The question is just how long it takes you, which is going to dictate how far away she is when you do find her.
12.
Which is exactly what I rolled. So it takes, because you're searching, it's not like completely flat from here to the horizon. There's like hills and things, so you can't just stand here and look, right?
Yes.
And it winds up taking like 3 hours before you track her down. But you do. You find the tank treads and you chase it down to the locomotive, which is going at a good pace through the savannah, more or less. And she's standing up there in the cab of the thing, controlling it.
Jump on.
All right.
I can now pace it. I can jump it.
You can. You get up onto it, and she's standing there, and you rolled exactly what I did, so I'm not going to give you the next things for free. So, yeah, she's standing there, like, like leaning slightly out to see where she's going, because otherwise it's a train in the way, right? Like looking a little bit out, and like holding onto a handle that controls something. And she doesn't acknowledge you when you jump up on the train.
Good afternoon.
She looks over at you and makes like a like a clockwork kind of noise.
Oh, joy.
She says,
Ladies,
"Good afternoon." And then she like looks back to the forward again.
hey guys, this is an automatron.
Fly over.
Huh?
I said I'll fly over.
Yes.
We probably should stop the locomotive and see if we can figure out
Oh, that is my intention at this point.
I'm not going to dig too close in case it's a trap.
All right, just so we're all on the same page. Captain Harrows and Michael are not quite as fast as the rest of you.
Yeah.
Although Captain Harrows can crank up some rocket shoes and get there. It's not a big deal. Isco can get there by flying. So really, Michael's the only one you need to worry about. How's Michael getting there? Assuming he is.
Thinking that I might keep myself at a slower pace just in case this is a trap.
That's a trap.
In that regard, I believe our friend Isco is probably right.
Don't be too slow, though.
But somebody needs to stop that train.
Oh yeah, I'm intending to.
It's in sight, but not too far away.
Unless
And
somebody beats me to it.
Okay, so fast forwarding to the part where you're all in the vicinity of the locomotive, who's where? As the locomotive is cooking along around, like 50, 60 miles per hour.
That's really, really fast for a treaded vehicle.
It's going as fast as she can make it go.
Okay.
it shows how good your work
It's
is.
literally going. She normally would not drive it this fast, even if she was in a hurry. So she's making it go as fast as physically possible for this to go.
I'll go ahead and radio Dr. Anna which valve to turn on the outside to bring this thing to a halt.
Okay. And then, so Dr. Anna's going to go do that. So who's where around the locomotive while this is happening? Isco, on the train nearby, flying in the air. What?
I'm up in the air, and as soon as I hear that it's not really her, I'll start like a surveillance, a wide ring around, maybe, I don't know, 50 yards up and out,
All right.
maybe further.
Captain Harrows, where you at? With your rocket shoes, I assume.
Yeah, I guess I
Actually, you could just hop on a hover thing and get there just as fast, more or less.
yeah.
Hover barge.
Build myself a little hover thing and
Well, you've already got those. All you gotta do is get in it and crank it up and go.
so off we go.
Like next to it at a safe distance, or what? Beside it and then hooking on with little grappling hooks so it just follows along next to it, or what? I just want a clear idea of where everyone is.
Alongside, say 9 meters away.
Okay. Dr. Anna's sitting there in the cab, the control room. I don't even know what you call that. Little platform. It's covered on top and on two sides, and it's open in the back. Michael, where you at? On the platform with Captain Harrows, I imagine.
I might be behind though because I am not as fast. I'm not making any effort to hurry.
No, the two of us are in the hovercraft. We call
Okay,
it.
You can be if you want to be. You don't have to be. I'm not telling you have to be. I'm just saying.
No, I'll be with Captain Harrows.
At the least.
But I'm with him. Yeah, if I'm in the hovercraft, I'm with him.
All right, sounds good. And General where you at?
Flying above the thing and descending to intervene.
All right. Well, you get there. You're the second person to get there. So,
Okay.
Dr. Anna is, when you get there, sidling along the side of the big tank toward the valve that Captain Harrows radioed, and you heard it on the radio as well. Captain Harrows radioed, turn off the valve. It's above the third wheel, just to the right, and it's red. Turn it clockwise. And she's moving toward that when you come into the locomotive. And everybody else shows up just a few seconds later.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Waiting to see what happens when Atlanta shuts it down.
All right. Atlanta turns the valve. A whole bunch of steam spews out. The tank gradually slows to a stop. It probably takes it like a quarter of a mile. But it eventually slows. Slows to a stop.
Okay. I step from the hover barge onto the tank and go ahead and take a look at this thing that's supposed to be Ty.
Ty
With
turns when the tank stops.
Yeah.
She turns, like looks over at Dr. Anna, what she's doing, and then goes along the side of the thing and reaches out for the valve and turns the other way.
Yeah, no, I'm going to try a command machines on the thing that looks like Ty.
All right, let me go back and refresh my memory on how that worked, because it's been 2 weeks and I don't remember. All right. It is a mental combat power level roll, and I roll against you. Wow.
And it is on a machine.
No, I worry about that. You worry about the mental combat power level roll. 2d6 plus your power level. Tonight's game brought to you by, but not sponsored by, Bold Rock, Virginia hard cider.
Good stuff.
16.
That is a really good roll. It's good enough that you know not only that you fail to command her to do anything, but that the reason you're failing to command her to do anything is because somebody else has already commanded her to do something, and you would have to get past that person's command to change what she's doing. However, that's a really good roll. So I'll let you make one more roll. What would this be? Engineering? I think it'd be engineering. Make a reason engineering roll, and you can add your power level to it because of what you're doing. And 6, 10. You need more than a 10.
Oh.
I rolled crap.
Well, I have a +7 from my reason plus power level, so let's make that a 15.
Holy moly. Wow. All right. Then you get more than I was actually planning to give you. Let's see. You need 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you get one level of extraordinary magnitude. The machine you're talking to is A, alive, and B, genuinely intelligent, even more so than the sense that Georgie is. Like you were looking at a living being that is a machine. It's not just a robot.
Wow. You're gorgeous. Where have you taken Ty?
She undoes the valve, and you hear and it starts
I'm
moving.
gonna do some command machines on the train. I'm taking control of the train so she can flip levers and turn knobs all she wants.
Okay, that I'm not going to make you roll for that because it's just a locomotive. It's nothing special about it. So it starts and it just moves just tiny bit, and then you're like, no, you shut that down. And it just like all of the valves close or open, as the case may be. And she says, she turns to you and says, "You've disabled the train."
Yes.
"It's my train. You mustn't disable it."
It is Ty's train, and I understand that you may think yourself Ty at this point.
I am Ty. Are you feeling okay?
Ty is biologic, not mechanical.
No. I'm a mechanical girl. And she starts singing. And this happens, so don't interrupt. She steps around to the platform where she can actually stand, the control room. She goes, I'm a mechanical girl from a mechanical world. I never ask questions, I do what I'm told. I never get hot, so I never feel cold. I never was born, so I'll never grow old. Because I'm a mechanical girl. And she was like a little tap dance thing. And she sings like another verse of it, and then ends.
She wasn't mechanical, was she? She really was biological, right?
The tie that we know was biological.
Are we sure about that?
Pretty sure she aged.
Did we?
She had a physical. We have a doctor. We had a doctor in Tranquility. Was she given a physical?
Yeah.
What?
You guys are kidding me. All the weird shit that you dealt with, and you literally let somebody into town without looking them over first to determine that whether or not they
No,
were
it's. We got her checked out. She ate. She eats. She wasn't mechanical. Trust me, I know.
You're reasonably positive she was not mechanical yesterday.
Okay. Well, look her over.
You've seen her eat food. You've seen her be tired. You've seen her
Is
sweat.
there any difference?
I'm sorry, what?
Look her over with hyperacuity. Is there any difference?
She's an extremely complicated mechanical creature.
Oh, okay.
I mean, more complicated than Georgie.
But she wasn't yesterday.
She wasn't yesterday.
Okay, yeah. All right, so she's been replaced.
Mm-hmm.
By whom? And where's the real tie?
Okay, so you're having this conversation while she's standing there. She's like,
Yep.
"Excuse me,
Important thing.
I
so
just
is it your intention to keep my train from working?"
Until we sort this out, I'm afraid that may be the case.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Where are you?
Oh well,
going?
good day. And she picks up
Right.
the case that the Pashupatastra was in, and she climbs down from the train and begins walking briskly.
No.
You stop her from walking. She climbs down from the train, but you stop her from walking briskly away.
Part of the thing with hiding the Pashupatastra again, but okay. Part of the thing of getting the Pashupatastra sealed up again was all of the process of hiding it. But okay.
If you remember, the very last time you saw it was when she was putting it into the case that you made for it, which is the case that you're looking at. And she's going to put it away while you guys were dealing with the barrel of goo.
Okay. I thought I had said
You didn't.
we lock it up.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
We got sloppy, apparently.
However, you're reasonably sure. Okay, hang on. Hey, one thing.
I meant to, but a bunch of other people were talking and I didn't get the chance.
It was busy. There were people throwing you a party. It's understandable. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's not your fault. Don't feel bad. No, but one thing I want to point out before we go too much further.
Okay.
And John Erling, if no one else, because he was standing right there next to her.
Mhm.
Right now, she's moving in a very like exaggerated. Do you guys remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang when Dick Van Dyke and what's her name pretend to be
Yep.
The clockwork.
clockwork people singing a
wind
song?
up.
She's acting very exaggerated wind up movements like this.
Well,
And she makes like a sounds when she moves. She was not like this yesterday when she was pulling the levers in the tent. So when she packed up the Pashupatastra to go put it away somewhere, she was, as far as you know,
Not
Thai, not mechanical.
Yeah.
you need to
But you
stop
stop her from walking briskly away with the case holding the Pashupatastra, and then do what?
Well, no, I stopped the case. I take possession of the Pashupatastra.
Excuse me, I'm terribly sorry, but I must have that.
Where are you taking it?
To the hag.
Ah, I see. The hag's behind it.
We knew that.
Yeah.
No. This very well could have been Salazar's work.
Or even the crystal people that, but I knew it was the hag. It had to have been the hag.
Oh, I figured it was the hag, but I had to confirm.
I'm going to take the case away from her with telekinesis.
Well, actually, when Captain Harrows, like, I'm assuming she's walking away with it, and he grabs it and you said you were stopping her from leaving. You just take it away from her, right? She doesn't resist you. She says, "Excuse me, I really must have that."
Oh, so she didn't stop. Okay.
She doesn't seem violent or anything. She's not fighting any of you. She's just standing there, insisting. Pardon me, I must have that back. It's terribly important that I take it to the Hag of Cragkeep.
Why do you need to take it to the hag?
Because she told me to.
Okay, that's not a good enough reason.
Well, I covered this in a song. Do I need to repeat it? I'm a mechanical girl from a mechanical world. I never ask questions. I do it, I'm told. That's the part.
Well,
Right.
I'm not gonna let you do it.
Hey, Michael, I'm curious. Leslie, are you there?
Leslie!
Yes.
I'm curious. Can you see into this creature's mind to see what's going on in there?
I can only read living minds.
Give it a shot.
Okay, I'll try. Is this mental combat?
Yes.
Okay.
It will be really, really difficult because she's not organic.
Yeah, that's what I figured, so. But I'll try.
Tell me what you get.
I'm adding it up now. And I'm adding my power, right?
Yes, you are. It's just your power.
This is my power again.
At least I think it is. Let me double check.
There it is. We got a total of 14.
Telepathy. Telepathy. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Yeah, telepathy. That's a ticket. Doop, doop, doop. Telepathy. Mental combat power level. Yeah. All right. If this were Georgie, it would be a 9, but because she's more advanced than Georgie and is thus closer to organic in the way her brain works, it's only difficulty 6. And I rolled a 6. That's 12. So yeah, you get her. Yeah, you can. It's weird, but you can get her. Sure. You're like looking at it like how she thinks. It's not quite how people think, but you can kind of make sense of it.
Wow. Does she have any idea where the real tie is? Is that in there in any way, shape, or form?
With that, I will give you that as far as she's concerned, she is Ty.
I fear that
Any compulsion or false memories that are in there?
And she's being mind controlled already.
Not exactly.
Okay.
She's been programmed. Currently, the person who her program answers to is the Hag of Cragkeep. It's like basically the Hag of Cragkeep has admin privileges on her. That's how that kind of works.
I'll look at Erlang Shen and say, believe it or not, I got in. Very similar mind to Ty's, except it's not human. And she has no. She really believes she's Ty.
I am Ty.
Anyways.
I believe her.
Do I look so? What?
You believe
Why
her?
are you? You seem awfully confused.
Oh dear.
Perhaps you're not feeling well.
The hag can turn people to stone. Why couldn't she turn people to machine?
Indeed.
Yes.
Just her sort of sick, perverted way of doing things.
Yeah, but Michael, you said that this mind has been programmed to believe all of this, right?
but if she's already
programmed to follow the Hag of Crag Keep, so that's. I'm not a person who controls machines. In order to break her programming, that's the captain's forte.
Okay, well, one way or the other, she's relatively harmless, it seems.
I don't wish to be rude, but I really must have that. She points to the case that Captain
Michael,
Harrows is carrying.
Michael, you want to try a concerted effort?
Why not? I'm in.
You go after Ty, I go after her machine.
Sounds good.
What are you trying to do exactly?
I'm going to try to control the Ty aspect. Captain's going to try to control the machine.
To what end?
Yeah,
what are you trying to accomplish?
To break the programming.
Break the programming. Yeah.
Specifically, what are you trying to... I need you to be more specific than that.
Not to want to go to the Hag of Crag Keep.
Yeah, to free her from the hag's influence.
Oh, all right. Well, that's straightforward enough. Sure. Both of you roll. Add 2. And... Well, actually, the person who rolls lower adds 2.
Okay.
17.
I'm a lower person, so let's see. That's 14 again, so I'm 16.
And you have to break the Hag of Crag Keep's control, which is significant. Unfortunately, neither of you rolled quite enough.
A 17 doesn't do it. Wow.
This close.
We could try again, and this
So
time
you're
plot
looking
point.
at her brain from different angles and trying to, basically hack her and undo Hag of Crag Keep's admin.
I'm kind of saving my plot point for last resort.
This might be the last resort. If you
I've got an idea of how this all works, but
Okay.
I'm almost certainly going to need my plot point to pull it off.
She looks behind her toward the direction she was going, and she looks at the tank, and she looks at you, and she's like, I don't understand. Why are you stopping me?
Because we don't want the hag to have the Pashupatastra.
Oh, I see. Well, fear not. She's supposed to have it. So please give it to me now, so I may take it to her.
Yeah, okay, see, again, I'm not convinced that Ty is wrong.
Ding dong, ding dong. When she blinks, it makes a noise.
I'm not convinced that Ty is wrong.
Share with the class.
She'll be ever so upset if I don't take it to her.
Oh, she will be ever so upset when I do take it to her. I assure you of that.
Then we agreed.
No, I said when I take it to her.
I don't think that's what she wants.
Oh, I know that's not what she wants.
But I suppose, as long as you're with me, then by the transitive property, it would also be with me, and I would be taking it to her then. Very well, let us go. Shall we take the train? You need to undo what you did.
Captain, would you like to share with the class so the rest of us know what we're doing?
Okay. Our choices with the MacGuffin are to give it to the hag, give it to Salazar, or give it to the spirits. Salazar had his shot. He was rude.
Oh, I wouldn't want to give it to Salazar.
Yeah.
He was rude.
The spirits, there's a non-zero chance of our reality ending. And so let's put that one on the back burner for a moment. And that leaves the hack. How else are we going to get rid of it?
Very true.
But do we have a guarantee that we'll get Ty back?
No. Before she ever gets it, she is undoing all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody puts a brick in her head.
No, I assume we're talking out of earshot of Ty when we're discussing this.
I assume you're standing right there in front of her while you're discussing it.
Yeah. And then somebody puts a brick through her head, and we sort it all out the way we usually do.
Well,
I have a question, if you don't mind.
Would you like to put the brick in her head?
In the Hag of Crag Keep's head?
Yes.
No, that would be terribly rude. I'm sure she wouldn't approve.
I would say just let her go and get her off this world.
I don't think that's her plan.
I assumed it was.
No, I really don't think that was her plan. It was, she likes it here. She's in charge here.
Yes. And not in like a record store kind of way.
Yeah, absolute power. Corrupt. Absolute.
Okay, so the trick is, how do we properly teach her that Ty is a real person and worthy of respect, and what she has done is completely reprehensible? That's my question. How do we teach her that lesson?
Well, of course I'm a real person. What a strange thing to say. She looks up the tank. She climbs up onto the tank and starts very, very slowly undoing the things that Captain Harrows did. It will take her hours.
I go ahead and with the tank to start moving forward slowly.
Oh, she gets back into the cab. Are you coming?
Oh, no, we're going to ride over in the hovercraft. And I take the Pashupatastra with me to the hovercraft.
Oh. Well, in that case, she powers down the tank and walks over to the hovercraft and climbs up onto it. And stands next to you. She was most emphatic that I should deliver it. So it just stands to reason I should be here when it's delivered. Even though you're carrying it. But through the transitive property, if I'm delivering you and you're holding it, then I'm delivering it. See?
I think you're missing the details, but we'll go with that. Because technically, I'm delivering you and it.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Fair enough.
That way, please.
So, guys, the question is, how do we teach her her lesson about abusing poor Ty?
Erlang's been worrisomely silent.
I know.
I'm troubled by how quiet Erlang has been.
Yeah. Brick to the head idea.
I'd like to think that I've made my point on more than one occasion. So that people have actually started mocking me for making my point on more than one occasion. So I feel that the point has been made.
I think we already know. We already have it. I mean, honestly, planning it at this point is kind of meaningless.
I know. Hitting her in the head with a brick.
So what do you?
By the way, we are decidedly not staying sniping, being invisible from behind. None of that stuff. Just hit her in the head with a brick.
That's not gonna work very well.
No. That's in case she's picking up what Ty is hearing. All she'll know is that we intend to hit her in the head with a brick, not how.
Yeah.
So you fast forwarding a bit, you head to Crag Keep. Is that the deal?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I really don't want to kill her. I really don't want to kill Billy. I just need to remind her that.
Well, unfortunately, if we don't, she's going to take over the world.
You seem like it's a bad thing.
We found out what Edgelord's weakness is. If sometime between now and the time that we start beating her over the head with a stick, you come up with a solution that exploits a weakness of the Hag of Craig Keep, I'm fully willing to exploit it. But until then, if that does not come back,
her weakness is her friends, her employees.
Who's like the most magically aware person of this group? Would it be Erlang or would it be Isco? I'm actually thinking it'd be Isco.
yeah, he's a magical creature.
Whereas Erlang is celestial, but he's
Celestial.
not
He's basically
magical
yeah.
per se.
Yeah.
But Isco's magical.
Actually, this has come up before. I agree.
All right. So would you say that magic could be a science or engineering? Do you have science?
Right back.
No, I do not have science.
Cool.
Definitely not.
It's science then. All right. 1d6 plus reason. Tell me what you get.
I'm the science person, and I think so is Anne, are you a science person, or are you more of a?
I have science.
Okay, so we're the science people, I think.
What you get, Isco?
So I'm going to spend a plot point and add a die.
All right.
Please roll well. No, I still roll shitty. So for 5, no more than 5.
Wow.
Holy shit! With 2 dice plus your reason.
1 and a 3.
I know your reason's
Yep.
only 1.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's messed up. You spent a plot point, it should be better than a fucking 5.
I know.
All right, so how about this? I'm gonna give it to you anyway, because this is not a secret. It's something you've seen many times by this point. Okay, she doesn't always say rhymes when she does magic.
Right.
What does she always do?
Wave her wand.
Boom. Bingo.
True.
So maybe if you get that away from her, she will be less powerful. Maybe. Maybe. It's worth a shot.
Or break both her arms at the elbows.
Jesus, man.
I think taking the wand away might be easier.
I was honestly thinking about just taking her arm off, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, I thought disarm, and
Good heavens, you people.
I'm right back.
we do have to remind her that we're the good guys.
Hasn't she admitted that she is the bad guy in the story?
Yeah,
Yeah.
She's gloated about it. Yes.
Yeah, she revels in it.
Right. Yeah, true.
She likes being the bad guy. It's fun. And she said quite point blank that she knows that means she's going to lose, but she has fun along the way. She's told you that at least twice.
Hero has a much longer story arc.
I don't think
Sorry,
yeah,
what?
the whole point isn't to.
My job, I feel, is to convince her that an anti-hero has a much longer story arc than a villain.
So the hovercraft cruises along. Ty, once she's certain that you have the Pashupatastra, and in fact she'll ask you point blank, pardon me, you're going to stay on the hovercraft, right?
Seems likely.
And you're going to maintain possession of that at all times? Pointing at the case that Pashupatastra is in.
Doesn't seem safe otherwise.
Very well. Then I will stand at the prow. And she goes and stands at the front of the hovercraft. He just stands there.
Okay.
He turns around and says, this way I'm in front.
Leading the way.
You pass through various different environments, and then you get up to the edge of the haunted forest, and then you pass the House of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
It is nighttime because it's always nighttime. Every single time you visited here, it's nighttime.
Yeah.
As I recall, you can crank this thing up so it can skim treetops.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you skip all the fun parts about going through the haunted forest. Damn it. Because, man, haunted forest is fun. All right. But you skim over the treetops and then get to that long stone causeway that's probably 2-3 kilometers long that eventually leads up to Crag Keep. Dun, dun, dun. In the distance. In fact, let's remind you what Crab Keep looks like. Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Is someone playing a pipe organ in the background?
Not yet. That's later. Okay. Ah, Crab Keep. Here we go. Don't freeze. Don't freeze. Don't freeze. Crab Keep.
Yeah, pipe organ in the background.
Couple of lightning bolts.
Insert Vincent Price here.
Oh, bugger. I'm out of water.
All right. As you cruise along the causeway, there are squads of Dreadguard. Remember those guys? But as you approach, they split into, like if there's 8, they split into 2 groups of 4, and they line up on either side and let you pass. And they don't attack you. Don't even try to slow you down. Then you get to the town full of petrified people. What?
Before we approach the causeway,
All right, rewinding a bit.
I should turn invisible and exit out through the rear of the vessel and
I thought he was still invisible. It
loop
happened
around.
for time.
Yeah.
I've been the whole time.
Okay. This is probably when Isco should start preparing to backstab the hag.
I'm always ready.
All right. So you pass through the town of stone people, and that's eerie. And then more causeway, and then you get up to the great big drawbridge gates of Crag Keep, which is, again, guarded by only two, Dread Door Guardians, and they look like this guy.
The rejects.
But as you guys pull up to the moat, drawbridge, whatever, it's not really a moat, it's more like a chasm. But you pull up to that, and the Dread Guardians, they move to either side of the drawbridge, and the drawbridge...
Jeeves, Beckley, how nice to see you.
They salute.
Well, are we going to roll in, or are you going to try and stand
Yeah.
up for it's cold?
Yeah, no. We'll roll on in.
You're steering this thing, man. Just tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, let's drive on up to the front door.
All right.
We're expected. We're honored guests. Last time we were here, we got invited to dinner.
It's true. You bring it into the courtyard, which is the size of a football field. Because, again, Crag Keep is enormous. I mean, it is just freaking huge. So there's tons of room in the courtyard for you guys in the hover barge thing.
Yeah, by the way,
Yeah.
I am considering Pi to be a enemy combatant from this point forward.
Mm-hmm.
I am watching out for the backstab. I'm keeping an eye on where she's going, what she's doing, that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
At the moment, she's standing pretty motionless at the front of the hover barge.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying from here forward.
Okay.
Because now
You have your eye on her. I've got it.
Yeah, now is when she's going to obey the hag and do something detrimental to us.
So you drive the hover barge into the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
Then what? There are probably a dozen different dread guard in here, but they're all just like standing there, motionless. As you recall, wait, just one more thing. As you recall from last time you were here, the castle is full of dread guard. They're all over the place, and they patrol hallways and things. But
they blow up easily enough. I'm not that worried.
yeah, they're individually and even in groups, as long as you can throw grenades at them. They're not that tough. They're just a shitload of them. So
yeah.
All right. They don't do anything when you come in, and then behind you,
Mm-hmm.
the drawbridge comes back up.
Billy, we're here.
Ty turns around and walks up to you and says, "May I have the case now?"
Nope.
No.
All right then. Will you follow me?
Billy, we're here. Step out. No.
She looks around. So, excuse me. I must deliver the case, and either I need to be carrying it, or you should follow me.
No. I believe she should come here.
Ty frowns. She's like, I don't think that's acceptable. I must She reaches out and holds the case. She's not strong enough to take it away from you. She tugs at it. She doesn't seem to be any stronger than she was yesterday.
Huh.
Please.
I'm guessing that the spell that turned her into an automaton is what is the correct answer. Still is Ty.
It's terribly important that I deliver it.
You have delivered it.
Can deliver it to her.
Yeah, Billy, quit screwing around, or Seymour dies. Come on out.
Make a intimidation roll. Oh, I rolled really well.
Darn. I'm sorry, Iska. You may have to carry that one out.
I'm not really doing my presence if I don't have to. not even acknowledging.
That's probably for the best.
And try not to group up too much. Try to stay against the wall somewhere.
I did not roll well.
All right, so let's just say you bluster a bit, and then there's 15-20 seconds of silence, and then on one of these several sloping curved staircases that go up the walls around the courtyard, there's a plume of purplish glowing smoke. And when it clears, the Hag of Crag Keep is standing there. And again, this is our probably last game of this, so let's share what she looks like. Haha! She's dressed like Morticia Adams, and she looks like this. She said, I'm sorry, what?
Goth chick to me.
She says, that's just rude. That is just rude.
Yeah.
Do I come to your little podunk town and threaten to kill your friends? No.
Yes, actually,
No,
you
you just turn them into automata and kidnap them, and yes, poison them, and try to kill them. And should I continue?
No.
If we work at it really hard, I bet we could find a way to blame the ant guys on her too.
Okay, look. Yeah, I turned her to an automaton. It makes her so much easier to deal with. I mean, you have to agree she's way less annoying this way.
No.
Undo that before negotiations proceed.
Oh, there's no negotiations.
No, undo that.
You want her, and I want what's in that case. So just agree to that.
I assume you enjoy having your friends alive. I assume you enjoy breathing.
Well, see, here's the thing about that. See, I'm the villain, and you're not. Which means you're not going to kill my friends. But if you want her turned back to a human person... What?
Honey, you are so 80s. You don't know how heroes act anymore.
What do you mean?
The world has changed. We now have the anti-hero. You ever hear of the Punisher? Comic book hero tends to snipe people from 4 blocks
Comic
away.
books? No, I don't. Like Superman?
Oh, she doesn't even know anything about Deadpool either, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
The Clint Eastwood movie. I saw that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no. The other Deadpool.
They remade that?
No.
No.
Comic book hero.
I mean, it wasn't really good enough to remake, I don't think.
No, character by the same name.
Oh, she doesn't have any idea.
So,
Heroes aren't exactly black.
Oh,
and
you guys are so annoying. Every single time you do this. Look,
here is
here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. Just agree that you'll give me the Pashupatastra, and I'll turn her back to her normal, human, annoying self, and I'll also do what I already promised. I'll turn all those people in the town back to people as well. Okay? Is that fair enough? I cannot be more fair than that.
So, Brandon, during the dialogue, I'm just going to be slowly walking around behind her,
She doesn't appear to know you're there.
getting to within maybe 10 paces behind her.
Not hard to do. Actually, let's make a stealth roll just to be on the safe side. Bum, bum, bum.
Good time to do.
You can add your power to it since you're all invisible and stuff.
Oh, that's what I spent the last 2 points on, was to increase the power level to 5. So, yay.
Yay!
17.
She doesn't appear to notice you being there.
Yep.
So she's like, I cannot be more fair than that. What is your problem? I don't even know why you're being such a pain about this.
okay. Because you have enacted your power to take over the will of that girl. In my time, that's called rape.
The fuck you say?
Mental
Yes.
rape.
No, that is not at all the same.
Well, then change her back and I might forgive you for it.
She says, she points her wand at her and says some kind of rhyme about nuts and bolts and mechanical gears and something with oatmeal between your ears. Boom! And Ty like shakes. She doesn't glow or sparkle or nothing visibly. Oh, I don't know if I made this clear. She looks exactly the same.
Okay.
She doesn't look like a robot at all. I mean, she moves like this, but other than that, she looks exactly the same.
Hmm.
So she's like, what am I? What's happening?
Ty, I'm afraid that Billy has played a cruel joke on you.
Who's Billy?
The hag.
The Hag of Crack Keep?
Yeah, you may want to go into the cabin below decks.
Where are we? She looks around.
Crag Keep.
Good heavens.
You may want to go to the cabin below decks.
That sounds like a very wise idea. She goes down into the cabin.
Okay.
Happy? You happy? The kid's normal
No.
again. Fine.
No, but I am now willing to at least negotiate with you. I hope that you understand the horrid thing that you have just done to another person's soul.
Not really, no.
Yeah,
It was temporary. I was going to turn her back to her normal, obnoxious little human girl self after she gave me the Pashupatastra anyway. So you haven't really won anything. I was going to do that anyway. All I did was do something I already wanted to do a little bit before I wanted to do it. That's all. You did not win. You just changed the timeline a little bit. So can I have the thing now or what?
What do you guys think?
Oh, hell no.
I'm of the opinion that I'd really like to know why you want it so bad.
Because it's one of the 3 items that opens a portal between here and not here, and I want to make sure no one uses it.
I take it. Do you want to use it or no? Or you just want to?
God, no! That is the last thing I want.
But you don't want anybody else to know that.
Yeah, do you want to make sure nobody comes in or nobody leaves?
Nobody leaves. I don't think I can stop people from coming in. She looks around. That's not you, is it? Then you hear, boom! Huge explosion from outside.
No, it's not. How about we join forces?
What have you done? Hang on.
Okay, so
Okay, that
Destroy something like that. You steal it.
that cracks me up. All right. Anyway, you see that coming up over the above the haunted forest, and as you look out through like various little windows in the castle walls and things, you see great big cannons like shoot out energy rays and cause huge explosions in the haunted forest as it's coming toward Crag Keep.
You seem to have annoyed someone. Is this who you want to keep from getting it?
She goes down some stairs and up some stairs to a window that looks out over the haunted forest, and she's just like, "You idiots! You idiots! You let Salazar here? How did he know I had it?"
He should have.
She seems genuinely perturbed.
Because you messed with Ty. That's how.
We didn't know him.
You chose the wrong gambit.
Brendan, I'll take this opportunity to shapeshift into a dread guard now.
Okay.
While nobody's looking.
All right.
Now, how do you think we should take care of him?
Yeah, because don't want him having it either.
Good freaking luck.
I mean, we beat him to a standstill easily enough last time, but I think we're a little more prepared now.
Yeah,
A little more prepared. Yes.
Just a little.
Wait, so Salazar the wizard who sent
Yeah, the dude whose tower we killed.
Yeah, we showed up.
okay.
Well, he wasn't aware, and
Got the name.
yeah.
Look, he already had his chance at the MacGuffin, and he blew it when the goobers went and started raisioning passengers.
This is what he looked like when you met him.
Yep.
However, he's got wicked techno armor.
And this is what he looked like in the memory of the raider that you captured. Whatever happened to that guy, by the way?
Which is probably what he looked like.
We let him off and basically said beat it in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. That's what it looked like
now
in that guy's memory. So, yeah, now what? Is it this Salazar's... Oh, and there's no question. It's Salazar. As Salazar's death ship approaches Crag Keep.
What kind of laser weapons do you have? What kind of energy beams? What kind of ion rays? What kind of anti-aircraft?
She just looks at you like you're insane. It's a castle.
it's a castle with a nut job vulture upstairs inventing things. You mean he hasn't invented a laser gun yet?
Yeah, look, okay. I live in an old west town that is protected by energy cannons and electrified defenses. Okay? You're telling me you don't live in a castle with anti-aircraft, maybe some mortars?
I have harpies. I've never needed anti-aircraft.
He has harpies.
Oh, you sweet.
But you're right. Orson probably has a plan for this. Orson has a plan for everything. Don't resist. And she spins her wand around and like purple smoke surrounds everybody. Does anybody resist? If you resist, you don't get teleported. There's not even any roll. If you resist, you don't get teleported.
Nope, not intending to.
Go ahead and do her thing.
Okay. This purple smoke clears. Wait. She doesn't know the Isco is there. And she doesn't intend to move the Dreadguard.
So let's go ahead.
That's right, then. We got radios.
Interesting.
All right. Purple smoke clears.
And the
Everybody
move like stink when we have to.
John Erling is still there. Well, if anybody checks, Ty is still there. And Isco, invisibly, is still there. And everybody else, the purple smoke clears, and you're back in Orson's laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
On the great big semicircular balcony. And out there, you can see you're about eye level with this... basically, this thing like twice the length of a aircraft carrier. So...
I'll ask the empty air. So what do you figure the odds are that the bad guy is standing in the top of the uppermost illuminated piece of that Star Destroyer? Just like they are in Star Wars.
You mean like every science fiction thing ever? Yeah, probably.
Right? The big glass windows in the front.
Oh yeah, it's got great big windows.
Yep.
Tons of them.
Mm-hmm.
I can show it to you again if you like.
Only if you play the music.
Because it's just that awesome. Hang on, I'll share it with you again.
Well, yes, of course. It
Dun, 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 dun. I'm not going to play the music
Yeah,
again
right
because it's
there,
hard to
right
talk about.
Yeah, right up at the top.
Yeah, that big bay of windows way up there.
They keep it where the Admiral sits. Yeah.
They even illuminated it for an easier target.
Yep.
All right. At this moment in time, the great big, like Twin Towers size guns glow and then shoot toward the castle. Fortunately, you guys are right there on the balcony, and she aims her wand at it, and they hit the blast of energy, appear to hit like an invisible wall, and you are all blinded momentarily with like this blindingly bright light. Everybody make a, what would it be? Strength, brawn. Make a brawn roll, please.
2 dice.
2 dice plus your brawn. Just straight brawn roll.
10.
Actually, technically it'd be athletics, but I'm not going to worry about it.
Even though some of us are experts at athletics.
Oh, if you're an expert, it's actually an athletics roll. If you don't have athletics, it's 1 die. If you have expertise in athletics, re-roll your 1s and 2s. And you need to roll a 13. Tell me what you roll because it matters.
14.
Nothing even close.
I need to know what you roll.
Oh, that's 1 die.
1d plus your brawn.
7.
Not bad. Anybody else?
8.
What are we rolling?
12.
What are we rolling?
Brawn
It's an athletics roll. Brawn, athletics brawn. Here's how this works.
Oh, I do have athletics. Wow. I didn't know
Awesome.
that.
Just remember what you roll, because it's going to matter in a minute. I'm going to tell you why it matters.
Let me see what my brawn is. Okay, I rolled.
What you got?
10.
Okay. If you rolled less than 13, for every 1 you rolled less than 13, you're knocked back off your feet that many meters. So if you rolled a 10, you're 13, 12, 11, 10. You are knocked 3 meters back by an explosion.
Okay, so I'm knocked back 6 meters.
And this goes for the people down in the courtyard as well.
Yep. I'm a meter back and down.
All right.
5 and down.
The people up in Orson's laboratory, the hag is standing with her wand aimed at the death ship, and Atalanta is like posed like Wonder Woman. Everybody else is knocked on their ass when you blink and your vision comes back. And she's like, I can keep it from destroying the castle, but I cannot do anything about it. I cannot stop that thing.
Well, you keep it from destroying the castle. We'll see what we can do about it.
Yeah, what's Orson got around here we can use?
Once again, I will announce the empty air. Isco, I'm going to go do my impression of a bug on a windshield. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I'm going to fly out a window.
There are tons of them. Okay, left or right. Isco, what you doing?
I'm going to fly out and up and see if I can find everyone else. I can see if I can see them.
Well, you actually have reconnoitered the place before. And so you know where Orson's balcony is. And from
But I
their
don't know-
conversation just before she disappeared, that's probably where they went. So you
Okay.
fly up, and yep, there they are.
Okay.
Although when you come up to the balcony, she's aiming her wand. No, whoa, not directly at you, but at the ship. Whew.
I say the one on fire.
So apparently she doesn't know you're there still. What else you do? Anything?
Huh. I take a position behind her again. Same distance.
Captain Harrows, you're on your ass.
Yes, I am standing back up and taking assessment of what kind of technological marvels Orson has handy for me.
All kind of shit, but very little of it is an actual functional shape. It's more like a high-tech junk shop than anything else. I mean, there's some things that have been assembled into things, but mainly it's pieces.
Doesn't matter to him.
Yeah,
Positron collimator, neutron inhibitor. Over there you got a Van der Graaf electron inverter. Just random crazy science stuff.
Any chances I can build this into something that'll damage that boat?
You think so? And if not on the first try, then certainly on the second try.
I shall set to building the Hag of Crag Keep some anti-air defenses.
Atalanta, Dr. Anna.
Ship style.
You are not on your ass. You and the Hag of Crag Keep are the only two people who aren't. As you blink away the boom, 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 the after images of the explosion.
Yes, my arrows aren't going to do jack against that thing. I could, if I had something more powerful to shoot, then I could probably actually put a dent into it, but hey, make me a cannon to shoot with, Captain.
Oh, I will make a cannon.
Hey, Leslie, Michael, what's Michael doing? He's on his ass. Then what?
I'm going to stay seated because I don't really need to be standing to do what I do. I'm going to see if just by nudging, I can do anything about pushing that ship.
Oh, God, no. This is
I'm just testing.
Orders of magnitude more than you can do anything about.
That's all I'm
Telekinetically.
doing is I'm just testing right now, just testing the waters. See exactly what it...
Size matters not, but Jesus, that's big.
So, is there anything that around it that looks like it's loose that is a little bit less heavy?
On it or near it? What do you mean?
On it, near it.
Guns. It's festooned with guns, and it just hit you with two skyscraper-sized guns on the dorsal side of it.
Yeah. That's the other two things I'm going to try to nudge is one of those cannons. See if they move with my power.
Well, I don't think
just
so. But
nudge.
Give it a roll. Let's see what you do.
I'm trying to find something that I have the strength to move.
These are huge.
My total is 13.
Jesus Christ, really? I gave you difficulty 9. Fortunately for you, I rolled a 3 on the dice, which is one away from the lowest I could possibly roll. So, yeah, Michael's reaches out toward one of the great big cannons that are aimed at the castle, and you're like, and the town goes, you can hear it from here, that metal groaning sound, as one of them goes like this, and starts aiming to the side.
Okay, I get control of something.
Holy cow.
That'll work.
That is nuts. You're pretty sure you are not going to be able to maintain control of this thing.
I'm not, or I will.
Not.
Okay.
I mean, you can try, but I mean, you hit it just right on that time.
I might rip it off. That's all.
You're probably damaging it. I mean, it's
that. Yeah.
You're
rip it off.
Yeah. All right. Isco, you were gonna go be a bug in a windshield somewhere.
Actually, Erlang.
I'm sorry, Erlang. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm using my maximum flight blade first. I'm headed straight for the front windshield.
You're gonna slam blade first into the enormous picture windows on the bridge. Okay, great, awesome. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? All right. This is melee. I mean, close combat. So, close combat roll. Oh, and you're charging. Get an extra die.
Okay.
Because charging gives you an extra die.
Cool.
I'm also going to
If the opponent you were charging could move, they could do things that would make this harder for you.
Uh-huh.
Lucky for you, you're charging a brick wall. So,
Yeah.
yay!
And I'm also going to burn a plot point and add another die here.
Holy crap! So, let me just look up very briefly what the armor rating of this super science death ship is. Dreadnought. There we go. Holy smokes. There is no way. You're going to bounce off this thing like a... Well, give it a shot.
Okay.
What
Just
is
because
the
there's no way.
damage of a locomotive?
All right. So just to make sure that I've got this correct, it's my brawn plus power level plus 46, right?
Jesus Christ. Apparently so.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Do you have expertise with close combat?
No, I do not.
Oh, what a shame.
I know. Hey.
Do you have an extra experience point? Because if this is the last game, you may as well spend it.
No, I don't think I'm going to need it.
All right.
I rolled 4 5s.
Ooh,
Okay,
excellent.
Jesus Christ.
So that would be 27.
You. Oh, God. Holy. All right. The defenses on this thing start at 12.
Mhm.
Then it adds dice.
Oh, nice.
Total of 18. So, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Best case scenario, I thought you'd hit it and the blade would go through. No, you hit it and a picture window the size of a semi just shatters inward as you and land, if you want,
Oh, come skidding to a stop in a dramatic pose. Yeah.
on the bridge.
Yep.
And pieces of glass that are this thick. It's not glass, it's some hyperspace thing.
It's aluminum.
Yeah, transparent aluminum, this thick, just shatters and
Is that
Actually-
on the bridge?
one moment. Everybody up on Orson's balcony, behind you, you hear this. And you look over there, and there's a guy standing in the little rectangular window,
Of course there is.
striking a pose. Erlang has joined the fight.
Yes.
All right, so is Salazar on the bridge? As it happens, yes, he is.
And I'll
He's-
say over my
He's,
radio.
he's standing in like a little elevated platform area in the middle, as you would expect.
Or is he looking like the geek?
Oh, he was ready for this. You did not catch him crawling on a bed with a book in his hand this time, mister. And he looks like this.
Then I'll say over my radio, guys, the front door is open and Salazar is here.
The bridge is also populated by various very dangerous and lethal-looking killer robots at various consoles.
Yep.
So there's probably 24 of those at various consoles. And they're all metal and have multiple arms and they're like pushing buttons and spinning dials and things.
Billy, I need your broom.
Hmm?
Billy, I'm gonna need your broom.
No, it's my broom.
I'm sorry, I will try and bring it back.
No, you dumbass, bring her along.
No, I
Protecting the castle. I want her to protect the castle because there's, because
I cannot believe I am telling you this. I am more powerful here than I am over there. Okay?
that makes
So
sense.
I'm not leaving.
need
I think
to borrow your broom.
Jesus. All
After
right.
this is over, I'm gonna have to explain the conditions of conditional morality to you people. If she died in the middle of this fight, our job would be done.
Yeah, but we also need to kill this guy first.
Harrows! I'm assuming you weren't having that actual conversation about the morality of her dying in the
No,
fight.
No.
Otherwise,
Actually, yes, I would be over the radio.
he has a problem.
Yep, he does.
I don't think he gets this whole thing.
No.
So, Harrows, I
Yeah.
want my vroom vroom back in one piece. Go out here, go around the side. There's a big tower spiking up. There's curtains in the window. It's one of the few rooms that has curtains. Vroom vroom is in there. I want it back.
I'm going with you.
The forward guns on the death ship like power up again. One's aimed kind of off. She does her thing again, and there's another huge explosion with a smaller secondary explosion as the gun that's pushed off to the side explodes into 10,000 tiny metal pieces.
Ooh, Michael, do that again.
Why again?
However,
I
let's
think
see
I
if she
was
blocks.
lucky that
Hang on,
time.
I gotta see if she blocks the one that's aimed straight at you. It's not automatic. Do. Rolling again. Awesome.
Guys, be right back.
All right. Everybody still in the castle? Make an athletics roll again.
I'm still sitting down.
It's only
so-
from one gun this time, so. Get a bonus die for sitting down.
Okay.
It's only for one gun this time, so you only have to roll. I got a 10 total.
Then I beat with just my dice.
All right.
12.
Athletics. Everybody not get 10?
I gotta say,
I got a 9.
9.
Wow.
Maxed
All right.
out.
What Captain Harrows get?
6.
Isco and Dr. Who's somewhere. Oh, no, you're up there now. Isco, who's invisible, and Dr. Anna get knocked off their ass, but that's really it. Captain Harrows gets knocked off his ass and tumbled backward 3 meters. At which point, let's make a break so I can do personal things. Be right back. And we're back. Ha! Okay, so where were we? I've forgotten who went last. Does anybody know? I think it was Erlang and then Salazar, actually, I think was the last person who
Oh,
went.
okay.
So, with the whole... Well, actually, his ship shot at the castle and Crag Keep, and then
And one of them
she
blew up.
blocked it, and then one of the cockeyed one exploded. So actually, he gets to do something now. How about... Ooh. How about I attack you? You're here all alone. That was very foolish of you. But first, he monologues. Did you think I would let you take my property and destroy my dominion without retribution? He enunciates. He's a very big fan of enunciating very clearly everything he says, like that. So
Actually, we're kind of counting on it.
you have made your last mistake. Turn the Pashupatastra over to me, and I will let you, and I might let you live. Otherwise, I shall bury your corpses under this castle's ruin. Ooh, I'm gonna roll. That was I got chills.
Oh, that was
That's
a
scary.
great villain
Hang on. He's making an intimidation roll. So
That was an awesome villain soliloquy.
well, he's not gonna get many more chances. So I think this may well be his. Okay, this is a presence. You resist with presence. So he's making manipulation, and you're. Do I not say what it's resisted with? Huh. Seems like I would have said what you resisted with. Well then, make a presence roll. 2d6 plus your presence. Just Erlang. He's the only one up there.
12.
Wow. All right. Wow. What happens if I succeed? Because I do. Oh, it's not. Crap. Let's see. It's not diplomacy. Is it? I guess it's manipulation.
Intimidation.
Except that's not a skill. Oh, very weird. You know, I thought it was. I've got diplomacy and manipulation. I guess it's manipulation. Interrogation is a subset of manipulation, so that's close enough. All right. Well, he rolled better than you, so I don't know. You can move or attack, but not both. How's that?
Okay.
Because he's genuinely scary. I mean, I'm not saying he's more powerful than you necessarily, although he is. But you're facing this guy and you're thinking like in a one-on-one fight, you're not certain you could win.
Anytime,
So-
guys. I could use a little help here.
Isco! Invisible Isco! On your butt!
Somebody might want to walk through.
Oh, actually, they can all hear that over the radio.
Uh-huh.
Oh, better yet, they hear it over loudspeakers that can reach from here to Nebraska. You hear that entire speech over loudspeakers that can be heard 10 kilometers away. The whole, turn over the Pashupatastra or I will bury your corpses under the rubble of this castle. Isco,
Do we
on your
all-
ass.
Well, I fly towards the ship as fast as I can, invisibly.
Oh, you get there easily.
Okay.
And then what?
Do I have an opportunity to attack the big baddie?
If you like. He's
I
standing
like.
there.
I'm just gonna fly straight toward him and attack him with my scimitar while I'm still invisible. I actually mostly because I don't even think about becoming visible again.
All right. I'm looking
Straight
for
at him,
something.
just like this.
Hang on, I gotta look up something. Invisibility. He's invisible. Alright. Okay. Invisible character must use a quick action, which doesn't cost you anything, to make a... Oh, no. Okay, the invisible characters... Okay, I phrased this wrong. What is wrong with this sentence? If someone is actively looking for the character, perhaps by isolating their heat signature or tracking them by scent, the person trying to locate the invisible character... But no, actually that's right. I make perception reason. You roll stealth, agility, plus power level. There you go. So I'm making a perception reason. You're making an agility plus a stealth, agility plus power level roll.
Actively looking for me. Interesting. Okay.
He's better prepared than the Hag of Craig Keep was.
18.
I got a 23. Wait, no. Wait. No, I get an 8 plus 5, which is 13.
13.
Yeah, I didn't get my power level with that. You did.
Ah.
All right then. Oh,
Your
I gave
power
you
level is 10?
8.
I rolled 10.
God's man.
He's actually a bigger villain than the Hag of Craig Keep is, and she's badass.
Why I thought it was better to attack him. Everyone else is there.
But he doesn't notice you. So what do? You can roll the hit. Go ahead. What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. I'm flying straight to warn him. I'm just gonna.
And he can't see you, so he's a penalty die, so he only gets 1 die. But he does have a force field,
I have expertise.
so you need a 20.
Good thing I had expertise. There we go. 19.
Missed it by this much.
Oh, fuck.
You get up right next to him and slam into his force field,
Damn it.
and you know you came so close to breaking through it,
Okay.
but you don't, because you rolled a 19 and you needed a 20. At which point, he becomes aware that something's there.
Yeah.
And there's like a weird kind of digital slidey pixel effect all around him, and that's what you hit. So, Captain Harrows.
Yes. The plan is to mount this anti-capital ship weapon onto the vroom broom. Take a shot through that hole in the windshield.
Oh, jeez.
See how good his force field
Oh,
is.
no.
So there's several steps to this process. You've got to assemble the weapon. So, pardon me, make a
I'm whistling it together.
engineering reason plus power level roll. I rolled okay. Need 11.
I almost can't fail.
So you're saying there's a chance.
A 15.
Awesome. You whistle it up. Automata spring up, start bringing you pieces. You start slapping them together, soldering things. Your automata are ratcheting on things. Beep, 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 beep. And you make a thing that is just small enough for you to be able to pick up and carry. Just by a smidge. And
I just need it big enough. I just need it small enough to mount on a vroom broom.
well, you have to carry it to the vroom room, right?
Oh yeah, or take the vroom broom to it. That's what I thought I was doing last turn.
Boom. Oops, excuse me. Yes. Getting the vroom broom and bringing it down.
Or either getting the vroom broom or taking the weapon to the vroom broom. I thought was what I was doing last.
Oh, I didn't know you were doing that.
It was putting the weapon on the vroom broom and
In which case, we'll save that roll because it's a good roll. But what you do in this round is you flew up with rocket boots to where she told you the vroom broom's parked. You fire it up, and then bring it back in and slide it inland to here. So next action, you can mount a ginormous gun on the front of the thing.
Right, which is what I built before I went to the vroom broom.
Sure.
Because remember, that's when you said, "What are you doing?" When I got knocked on my butt, I'm like, building an anti-capital ship.
Okay. That works.
Yeah.
Dr. Anna, what's up? What are you doing?
All right. I'm gonna help him out, but I'm telling him you better. Is there gonna be room enough on that vroom broom for two?
Oh, sure.
If you want.
I want to be able to get up there. Can't do anything down here.
It's not really designed for two people, but you can sit behind him. It's not a big deal.
I'm expert in athletics. I will cling on to it somehow.
Fair enough. Michael.
Okay, I'm gonna sit in here with a plan B in mind. And in that vein, I'm gonna ask her: is there a way to destroy this thing?
Who are you asking?
What? I mean, I'm the Pashupatastra, is what I'm talking about, without blowing up the castle.
What?
You said
No.
you didn't want the
No.
gateway opened. That's the best way.
Then I'll have to find it all over again. You are
You
not
said you didn't
destroying
want
it.
used.
What?
You said you didn't want it used as its purpose.
No, I don't.
Then the best thing to do would be to destroy it. Can it be destroyed?
No. If you destroy it, there will just be another one. And it won't be this. It'll be something else. And I have to figure out where it is. And I'll find some stooges to go find it for me.
Is I'm going to help you defend the castle because I have that kind of power. You try to... I can block things telekinetically.
Do that.
Yes. So I'll help you defend the castle.
Great. Fantastic. I'll buy you dinner later. You single? No, never mind.
I'm Irish.
We should talk. Meanwhile, so what's Michael doing?
Michael's going to telekinetically do what she's doing with her wand, help her block the blasts.
And just do that thing again with to just start taking out those guns,
And
man.
also try and knock out another gun, but
Those things are good.
that was rather difficult. So it'll be easier probably for me to block the guns than anything.
All right. So you ready? You
Or do
prepare to block when it attacks.
Do I think I can grab another one of those guns?
Well, grabbing them is not the hard part. Pushing them is the hard part. You can
Okay.
try.
Which would be the best? I mean, I'm trying to. This is what I'm trying to be.
It's on you. What do you want to do?
It's possible, but difficult. What do you want?
Then let's just defend the castle, because that's probably much easier. Am I correct?
Maybe.
We'll find out.
Okay. You prepare to block a blast of
Yeah. Specifically
ginormous
the one that's
space
aimed
energy.
at her. She's
Erlang.
in the castle.
So you're prepared when it comes at you.
Yeah.
You can roll. Erlang, you're faced off against this weird techno wizard guy.
Yep.
What do you do?
Switch to the spear from the sword, and I want to get in close with him, and I want to try and use the spear to get him into like a half Nelson or a full Nelson. I want to restrain him.
Ooh. Let's look up movements.
If
I had that somewhere.
If Nisco couldn't put a dent in this guy's defenses, I don't think I'm going to be able to either. So I want to set him up. I want to set him up for a takedown.
All right. Takedown. 2 points. So, grappling. Here we go. Grapple is a special close combat attack that does not inflict damage, but instead restrains the target. A grapple requires a successful close combat brawn roll against a close combat roll of the target, using the target's agility or brawn, whichever is greater. Powers such as strike, damage resistance, and force field do not apply to these rolls. So he doesn't get his badass force field for this.
Okay.
So
I don't get my strike.
you roll close combat brawn. He rolls close combat brawn or agility, whichever greater. It's actually agility spell.
Okay.
So here we go. Let's see what we get.
13.
I did not get 13. Well, that's embarrassing. So you get the spear and you come at him and then feint and then spin around and then and you restrain him. And he's got a staff too, which weirdly in this instance does not help him. Mm-hmm. So you're like, he's like, Ed, get off of me.
No.
So he now has a minus. He's got a penalty die on attacks against him, defenses. So
Hold them long enough for me to get there.
At which point, two things happen. You see automobile-sized robots, thousands of them, crawling over the surface of the death ship and rebuilding the gun that exploded. It will take a while to rebuild it, but that's what they're working on. Mm-hmm. It's not going to come back next round. It's not that fast. But they are rebuilding it, and eventually it will be rebuilt. The other gun fires. Boom! And the Hag of Crack Heap tries to deflect it, and Michael tries to deflect it. So, Michael.
Okay.
Agility.
I have a total of 15.
Range combat, agility plus power level.
And
using telekinesis.
That makes that 18.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
There is a blinding flash. Everybody roll athletics. You need to roll 13 or more. If you roll less, tell me how much less.
Not for the ship, right? Just on the
No, people
castle?
at the ship, no. People back at the castle.
Well, are we already? Have we taken off yet, or are you still working on stuff?
Okay. Captain Harrows, Dr. Anna, and Michael. Roll athletics.
14.
What are you rolling?
Athletics.
Okay.
Athletics
I'm
brawn.
still sitting. Do I get an extra dice?
You get an extra die because you're still sitting down.
Okay. I did another 12. Yeah. Agility, that's 13. Or I thought,
Brawn.
no,
It's
12.
brawn.
'cause one. Yeah, 12.
Okay, Captain Harrows got what?
7.
Captain Harrows is blown off his ass, knocked over a console, past some shells, bashes into the shells, rolls over some more. Dr. N is fine. Michael's like tumbles over like once and then it's like, whoa, I'm okay. Captain Harrows is back there with a beaker on his head.
I was concentrating on building stuff.
He's got like a test tube stuck in his ear. All right. Isco, you are there at the and you're just outside his force field. However, Erlang has like leapt past him, deftly dodged and parried and thrust and and like got him into like a restraining hold with his spearish sort of thing. What you doing?
Look, is he looking easier to hit now?
He does. He's being held still, so he has a penalty die on his whatchamacallits, defense rolls.
Okay. I'm gonna try for the endurance drain. Fire the blade. So close combat. It was endurance drain. I think is what it's called, right?
Yeah,
Right.
it removes endurance instead of doing damage.
Yeah.
It does. It's true.
I wonder if that bypasses his shield.
His force field.
Force field.
As a matter of fact, it does.
I'm okay. In that case, perfect.
Okay, for you, it's close combat power level. That's what
Right.
you roll.
Yes. Yep.
For me, I roll close combat brawn, unless I have alteration resistance, in which case it would be close combat brawn plus power level. As it happens, I don't have that. So for me, it's close combat brawn versus your close combat power level, and I have a penalty die. So let's see what we get.
16.
That sucks for me.
Uh-huh.
I got a 9. So
Are we still using the margins of success?
no, I stopped doing that because it hurts you way more than it hurts me. So, I mean, Erlang got his ass kicked over and over because of that. So.
It does contribute to one-hit wonders at our power level.
Yeah. So no, but you flat out the blade. Is that how you're doing this? You whack at him.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
endurance.
Peons, get away from me! So yeah, he loses a endurance. That's the first. Congratulations, that's the first damage you've done. Anybody?
First blood.
Yay! All right, Captain Harrows,
Yes.
picking coils of wire out of your hair. What's up? What are you doing? Oh, this is where you're going to attach the thing to the
Yeah,
vroom vroom.
continuing with my plan to fly a vroom vroom with a big cannon at the hole that Erlang made.
Well, let's see what this would be. You need to make a mental combat power level roll. And I'll roll against you.
Okay, waiting on secure dice.
Me too. Holy, I rolled double 6s. So that sucks for you.
I as well rolled double 6s.
Yay.
16.
You son of a gun. Yeah, you rolled one. You rolled one more than you needed. So this is not how any of this is supposed to work. You are attaching things in places where things are not supposed to attach. this is completely wrong, and like all of the mechanical bits that you're like singing in whistling into alignment are like, you realize, of course, this will never work. They're like, no, this is wrong, no. Well, fine.
I just need you to hold.
Okay, but we don't promise more than one shot. Because
Fair
seriously, I mean, look at this. Do you see this? Do you see this? No, this is not how things are supposed to work. No promises, none. Okay, one hit. After that, this whole thing's gonna fall apart. I'm telling you. All right, so you get all attached, and this is, of course, it's not sentient. Nothing you're dealing with is sentient. This is all kind of anthropomorphic. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. I'm sorry. That was my power. I got another die with that. But I made it anyway, so don't worry about it.
We're just
I rolled
gonna.
three.
I'm not gonna ask. We're moving forward. So the thing is assembled. Vroom Vroom is ready with its Mondo mega cannon on the front. Dr. Anna.
Just make that one shot count.
I plan to.
Dr. Anna.
Yep, hop on.
Okay. Michael.
Okay. I guess I'm still waiting for another shot from that cannon.
If you like.
It's robots. I wish I could control machines because maybe I could make them break it. I'll break another one, but I can't do that.
Well, you do have that experience with the machine mind.
Yeah, but that was somewhat biological too. So, and then these are totally machine.
Yep,
That's
are.
your forte.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I think I'm going to continue trying to defend the castle right now until some kind of opportunity shows itself.
All right. Erlang. You still have him held. He hasn't broken out yet.
Okay. I will continue to hold him.
All right. He attempts to break out. Or wait, no, he does something else instead. I thought of something better. Well, I know if it's better or not, but let's see. Damage aura. There we go. I use close combat brawn plus power level against the close combat brawn roll of you. Although you have either damage resistance or force field, so it's close combat brawn plus power level. So we both make a close combat brawn plus power level roll. Thank you very much.
12.
Oh, well, I rolled more
That's
than
not
that.
even the power level, barely.
Yeah. I rolled more than that before I rolled dice. So I roll a 22. So
Wow.
he's like, he like energizes and is electrified, and you're like, blah, 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 blah. Lose 1 endurance.
Okay.
I'm going to say Isco's not currently attacking him, so Isco doesn't take that. That's what he does. Oh, meanwhile, the non-destroyed mega cannon shoots at the castle and rolls a really, really, really good roll. So what does Billy roll? And Michael needs to roll.
You said this is power and agility?
Agility plus power level.
Okay. So we're talking 18.
That is not enough.
Ooh.
And the Haggo Crag Keeps roll is not enough. You both focus on the beam, and it like, and you see for a split second there's like a glass wall out there in the sky, and it hits it and shatters it and hits somewhere above you, and the floor does this, and you hear like things, huge rocks like falling above you. The ceiling doesn't cave in, but little drifts of dust go.
So I assume I wasn't even good enough this time.
That is correct.
Okay.
The
Then I'm
ship
going to
rolled
have
really
to
well.
attack the cannon.
Hmm?
Or try to attack the cannon again. The
Yeah,
other one.
their damage has been done to the castle, but it is above you somewhere, and doesn't directly affect you, but that was bad. Oh, everybody currently in the castle has to make an athletics roll.
Even those on vroom brooms, which ought to not technically be in the castle.
I'll give you a bonus die.
like
I'll give you a
shooting
bonus.
out-
You can get a bonus die for sitting on the vroom broom. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It's not hard. I only rolled a 12
I
total.
rolled a 15 that time.
9.
16.
A whole lot of good.
Wow. Captain Harrows and the Hag of Krakit
Could I roll
are
my piloting
blown off their feet and
Wait,
knocked backward by the explosion.
I was gonna say, could I roll my piloting instead? Maintain control of the vroom broom while that's going on.
Sure. You don't get a bonus die though. It's just
That's
piloting
fine.
roll.
That's fine.
The Hag of Krakit is knocked off her ass and is tumbled backward like
Not good.
18 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, that did not work out so well for her.
That means I am going to have to grab the cannon this time.
So what do you got?
14.
That is enough. Whoa! You control the vroom
Finally,
broom.
for the first time this entire campaign, I used my piloting.
Awesome.
I
And
have
it
had
succeeded. Hooray for you.
I have had expertise in it from the very beginning and have never once used it until now.
There you go. Isco! He is still restrained.
Kick his ass.
Do the same thing as before. I'll hit him the other way.
Is this still the endurance strain?
Yeah, so I hit him this way and I'm going to hit him this way.
And this
Clank.
is
Clank.
close combat brawn. So
And power.
I got a 13. Oh, is it brawn or
20.
power level? I've forgotten which one it was.
Well, it's close combat, but because it's a power, don't I add power level? Isn't that right?
It's
Close combat. Well,
for you it's
so close
power
combat-
level. For you it's
Yeah.
power level. For me it's brawn.
Yes. So
That's what it is. I got
what did
I
say?
rolled a 13.
20.
Jesus. All right. You whack him again and drain some more endurance out of him. You've put a dent in his endurance. You don't think you've quite got half of it, but you're close to that. So,
Good to me.
Captain Harrows, you're on the vroom broom. Adelante's either in front of or behind you. You got the Mondo cannon mounted on the thing. Ready to go.
Okay. I'm gonna fly up in there and shoot through the hole in the windscreen to. Basically, I'm using an anti-aircraft cannon against him personally.
You guys,
You better tell your two breakers in there to
Yeah, but the,
look out.
yeah, you need to give them a chance to get out.
Oh,
Probably should put it-
oh no, Brandon's frozen.
All right. We need
am I
to-
frozen again?
Friendly fire is not
No, you're
friendly.
Yeah, you're frozen. Oh, you're good now. Wow.
Nice.
Oh, now you're back.
Oh, no.
Hooray.
Me is frozen, but then
Nope, you're
okay,
okay.
no, you're good. You're good.
And now you're on vroom broom.
And Brandon, there's the vroom broom.
You see it?
Yep.
There you go. Vroom broom. Although you've attached a ginormous gun on the front part of it.
Which can only improve the aesthetics, let's face it.
So you zoom over to the death ship.
Yes.
And do you just hover outside the window or do you land inside?
Yeah, no, let's land it inside so Atalanta can jump off.
Fair enough. You get there, and you see him. He's being held from behind by Erlang Shen. Restrained.
Okay.
I'll tell you over the radio, take the shot.
Okay.
So this is ranged. So I didn't roll terribly well. You needed 21. Oh wait, I only get 1 dice. Damn it. That. Need a 17. I rolled 1 on the first die. Hooray for me.
Do you have your plot point to burn?
I didn't need it. I got it by 1.
So you blast him with the mega cannon on the vroom vroom. Hit him in the chest. He reels backward a bit, but does not lose his feet, and Erlang keeps hold of him. Dr. Anna, you are there on the platform.
Yes.
There are a bunch of robots turning knobs, pulling switches. They don't appear to have attacked you yet. Anybody? In retrospect, they probably should have attacked people. Oh well.
But if they stop twiddling knobs and turning dials and switches, then the Death Star may fall out of the sky.
Okay. Maybe I should start shooting them.
No. Minimal weapon, minimal damage to the craft. That way we can use it later.
Very true. I kind of don't want to crash and have to be rescued in the process. Anyways, yeah. All right. I don't know how much good I can do because the captain only had time to make 1 gun.
Just
I'm gonna shoot him. Yes, I am going to shoot him. Okay, give me a chance to say the words.
Double 6s.
Aww.
Which means you need a 28.
Oh, that and not happening.
Oh wait, I'm a strain. Damn it. 22.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
let's see, 6. I only make a 13.
I'm surprised that gun didn't take him down.
I know, right?
That force field.
The gun's only powerful as you are, man.
Force field. Arrow goes toward him, hits his like weird digital pixel force field, and pew bounces off.
Yep, thought so.
Michael, what you doing?
Oh, looks like with the hag, until the hag gets her feet, I'm gonna have to try and move the gun.
All right, roll some dices.
And I think it's time for me to burn my plot point.
Mental combat power level is what you're doing.
20.
Seriously?
Yeah, I burned my plot point.
Oh wow. Yeah, you grab the other mega cannon and start pushing on it.
Mm-hmm.
See a spark here and there.
Blow up too.
Erling Shen, you still got him.
I wonder how good the breaker system is on this thing.
Actually, I was going to say, why don't you look like reactor scram or like reactor dump or something like that?
That's an excellent point, and when it's Captain Harrows' turn to go again, you can make an engineering roll to figure something out.
I will keep restraining this guy. It looks like it's our best chance of actually doing damage to him is me and Disco double teaming him.
Yeah, this has been awesome. Virtual high five on that one.
Stripping one of his dice off is
Yep.
definitely helping, because I didn't think you'd get him this far down. So this is not where I thought this would go. Yeah, and the other cannon attempts to open fire at the castle, but Michael has twisted it out of alignment more than a bit. Oh, look, there it goes. It explodes in a fiery cataclysm,
Oh, and Brandon,
blowing off a what?
I'll tell Salazar, since we're so close together right now, it's like, listen, if you want to run away in frustration bordering on fear right now, I really would understand.
The explosion of the second cannon like blows off about half of the robots, the automobile-sized robots that were repairing the first cannon. So they are like, boo, letting out in the haunted forest somewhere. So somewhere there's a repair robot wandering through the haunted forest, being frightened by animated puppets. So the robot's like, no, I just want to repair the thing.
Time to actually stand up and go help the hag to stand up. I'm going to be a gentleman.
She gets to her feet. She's like, I can't stop that thing. So I hope you guys are doing something useful over there.
Well, I blew up both the cannons.
Good job.
That's what I can do as
Good
far as
job.
that's concerned.
So what's your role in this group exactly? Because Orson wasn't clear on it. Apparently you've got some kind of psychic ability.
Let's just say I can telekinetically move things. Heavy things, big things, break things, shield things.
How much fine manipulation do you have with that? We'll discuss this later. Let's go.
Well, we're going to go with the tried and true and do the same we've been doing. Endurance drain.
I roll against you.
Thank you for expertise. 9, 15. No, sorry. 17.
Now restrained. God damn it. He loses another endurance. Like pieces of his armor, it's in the real world. It's physical, right? I mean, like Erlang can touch it, but it all looks like very digital pixelated CGI. It's like shimmers and moves around. It's weird, but you see like pieces of it going nyap, whoop, nyap, whoop, like fading out as you're like wrestling with it.
Like snow, like snow from a screen.
Yeah, somebody's having some trouble.
Yeah.
Captain Harrows, before you do anything, make a reason engineering roll, please.
Okay.
No power level for this, because this is just because you made the comment like something about like where's the reactor or something. So you're like looking at all these screens and control panels and stuff, and you're just sussing out the situation. So
Okay,
reason,
well.
engineering reason.
12.
Let me see what I got against ya. 9. Yeah, you're looking, and as you're scanning the room and you're looking at the control panels, from time to time you see a control panel that has it's like down, it's like rapidly dropping, like yellow, orange, red, and you realize the energy supply required to keep this thing going is insane. And apparently it is very, very close to running out of whatever the hell he stuck into it to power it. Which makes you think there's a good chance that that's why he wanted the Pashupatastra, is to power this. Because if he had that, this thing would be up in the green, no problem.
Okay.
But whatever he's got plugged into this now...
Amount of insurance remaining. So then you notice that the screen is marked amount of insurance remaining.
Yeah, he's this thing probably only has like 2 or 3 more minutes of power remaining max.
Perhaps less.
Give or take 4.5%.
Oh, I was thinking give or take 90%.
And he was probably expecting
Preferably
to
I
have
take the 90% with it.
So anyway, Captain Harrows, what you doing?
I was thinking if I could somehow accelerate the draining of that energy.
If you made all the... Okay, currently the only weapons that are firing are the 2 main guns at the ship. However, this thing has probably 50 guns on it. They're not aimed anywhere in particular. But if you fired all those, that would definitely have a power draining effect.
Wait,
As
where
long
does
as
that come from? Fire all the guns at once now. Where does that from?
Huh? Alpha
It does sound
Strike?
like a song, doesn't it?
I think it is.
Born to be Wild.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Born to be Wild.
Yes.
Fire all your guns at once and
Oh,
explode into
One
space.
Please.
Yes.
again. I am going to fire all of the guns at once towards space.
Actually, Brandon, I was thinking of the
What were you saying, Lloyd?
I was thinking of the song "The Battle of New Orleans."
Captain Harrows, roll some dice
See
for
an
me.
alligator?
This is mental combat power level, and you're attacking the ship, not him. So,
Right.
and you're not actually trying to take control away from him. You're just trying to get it to do something he's not currently asking it to do. So you're not rolling against him. It's just against the ship.
Right.
9.
Oh, well, that shouldn't be hard. 19?
The people still in the castle see like a bright flare, but it doesn't blow you on your ass like the previous explosions. It's just like the sky outside lights up as the festooned with firearms and rail cannons and positron rays, they all just like do this from the death ship. The poor Haunted Force just blown to shit, and lots of them just like shooting to
They're going to
space.
be rebuilding after weeks.
So there's that. Let's see how far. Okay, and then power level goes down, not to 0 yet, but it's dangerously close.
Yeah.
Dr. Anna. Salazar, in his like weirdly robotically synthesized voice, because he's in his weird techno armor, says, "No, no, you fool! Don't you understand what you're doing? Stop! Stop!
Crashing this ship?
This took a lifetime to build! No!"
Okay. As long as I understand what I'm doing.
All right then.
Dr. Anna.
Dr.
Hey.
If you've got a hand-to-hand attack, keep him busy.
Okay.
Better make it a controlled crash. You don't want it to crash into Crag Keep.
Oh, by this point, you will have noticed, and Dr. Anna in particular would have noticed this, definitely. He's slightly easier to hit hand-to-hand or close combat than he is at range.
All right.
Slightly. Not a whole lot, but slightly.
Okay. Well then, I will get close and personal with him, and my sword.
There you go. So you close combat versus him, close combat.
Yes. And we will be using
25.
strength. Huh?
25.
25. Oh well. Even if I threw a plot point in it, I'd have to pretty much roll all 6s, which I did not do. I have 12.
Wait, am I doing that right? 14. Oh, I'm sorry. No, 19. Not 25, 19.
Oh.
You still
Gee.
miss?
Yeah. Next time I'll throw a plot point into it.
But not by as much. Okay, so you, and his force field protects him.
The force field should be cracked.
Michael.
Okay, is there any more damage I can do before this thing crashes?
Well, you've destroyed the 2 mega cannons. It has actually 2 more mega cannons, but they're at the bottom and they can't really shoot at you from there, and you can't see them from here. So,
Okay. I probably don't really. Are there any robots still repairing? Because I can probably pluck them off and throw them somewhere.
is telekinesis? Do you have telekinesis as like a base power, or is it something in your ultra power?
I believe it's in my ultra power right now. Yes, it's in my ultra power.
Okay, so you can't make it explosive. All right.
No.
Yeah, you could pick off one robot at a time, but there's hundreds of them, so that's not really worthwhile.
Yeah, true. Then I probably should just sit back and help the. Are you ready to try to defend the castle again if necessary? But I don't think it's going to be necessary.
I can put you with your friends.
That
if you
might be a
want.
good idea. Go for it.
Okay. Don't resist.
No.
She waves her wand. Ba-da-ba. Michael is now gone. So, up on the bridge of the death ship, there's a swirl of purple glowing smoke, and Michael's standing there. So what do you do?
Ah. Well, I know his armor's pretty strong, so I can't go after him. What kind of damage can I do in here? What's breakable?
I was gonna say, how about mental?
He's ready for that. I'm pretty sure he's ready for that. And I had a tough time the first time, and I've already blown my plot point.
Oh, okay, good point.
And that's what I used last time to get him. So what's breakable in here?
All kinds of robots.
Lots of robots.
Okay, we're gonna start breaking robots.
The
And
best
they
way
don't
to
seem.
robot
They
is
don't.
to hit one robot and hit another robot with the first robot.
For what it's worth, they don't seem like the killy, stabby, blastery kind of robots. They more or less seem like the office
Job.
space working at a desk manipulating computers
Okay, then
kind of
that
robots.
staff of his, is that breakable? Or is that in his
Breakable, you don't know. Take awayable, yeah. I mean, it appears to be the sort of thing you can take away theoretically.
Try to take it away.
Disarm is actually a maneuver, so let's see what do we got? Because that would suck a whole lot for him. It is a close combat attack that does not inflict damage, but instead deprives the target of a piece of held equipment. And there's a distinction in the game between held equipment and something that's powered by your powers. Erlang Shen, for example, has powers. Lady Ashwand is a power. So while theoretically you could like disarm him, he could just go zook, and it would just come right back.
She comes back.
Whereas Dr. Anna is basically holding bows and arrows, and you can take those away, but she can just pick something else up and throw it at you and do the exact same thing. So it's fuzzy what will happen if you do take a staff away. It really depends on his relationship with the staff. If that doesn't sound
Well, we're
too
going
weird.
to find out. For one thing,
But you're going to find out. It's a close combat. You have to be up next to him. Brawn roll against his close combat. Brawn roll. Oh. And the attacker, hang on. The attacker suffers a penalty die on the roll, and things like strike, damage resistance, and force field do not apply. So you get a penalty die, and he does not get his force field.
Now here's the question: do I get power at all?
No.
Okay.
Even if she's doing it telekinetically?
If I'm yanking it out of his hands.
Wait, you do telekinesis? Okay, hang on. Okay, if you want to use telekinesis, you can use your power level instead of your brawn.
That's what I'd rather do.
Okay, but you just get your power level, no agility.
If I yank it, I want to throw it so that it hits something.
Well, presumably you'd be grabbing it telekinetically. You'd hold it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes.
And I have a penalty die because I am restrained. Fuck everybody. So.
We're going to find out what happens.
8. Can you roll more than 8?
I think I can. But I'm penalized by 1 die or no?
You're penalized by 1 die, yeah.
Okay.
Because you're disarming. It's a special thing.
I all I need is a 3 to get an 8. And I can re-roll since I have close combat as a specialty.
Expertise.
Don't gloat.
Yeah.
If all you need is a 3 and you have the expertise, then you automatically get it.
Just tell me what you roll.
I rolled a 3.
So you rolled it's like and you yank his staff out of his hand. Well, that sucks a whole lot.
No. Oh no.
This is gonna get messy, I think.
Well, that just blows. Incredible. Erlang, you keeping him restrained?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, there's a thing you can do. I should have mentioned this before. Hang on. You can try to hurt him while he's restrained, and I really should have mentioned this before, but I didn't. Hurting a grappled target. If the attacker wishes to exert strength or leverage in an attempt to hurt the restrained character, they must use a standard action to make a close combat brawn roll against the restrained character's close combat roll, using the restrained character's agility or brawn, whichever is greater.
Okay.
So, you get 2 dice close combat brawn. I get 1 dice because I'm restrained. And I get my agility, though, because it's better than my brawn.
Okay.
So, I really should have mentioned this sooner, but I didn't.
All right. I'll do it now then. And I rolled a 9.
And I get 1 die plus 8. Oh, well, that's got to be 9. So,
yeah, then you're gonna win. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 11. So you like. So we'll just assume you've been doing that the whole time and failed.
And I'm just not getting through.
All right, my turn. I have lost 4 endurance to you people. This is like through like a robotic filter, but I'm not going to try to fake that. This is not over. You have not won. I will be back. And there's that weird kind of pixely effect from the last time you fought him, and he's gone.
Oh, shucks.
And Erlang's holding on to air now.
Yes, but we got his boat and his staff.
You have a staff.
Got a staff.
Destroyed his home, taken his ship and his staff, and told him.
Speaking of the ship,
yeah, okay.
There's like a boop
Time to
boop
land
boop
this crap.
boop 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 boop.
Yes,
It's like
yes,
it's like
time to land this
1%.
crap. I'm using all of my powers. I will blow my penalty dot. I will blow my plot point.
To do what?
Uh-oh.
Land this craft.
Land it.
Land it.
All right. Won't make you roll. You spend a plot point for it. It's like crunches through the trees, crunches through abandoned schools full of ghost children, and
swamp shacks. Yeah.
a little swamp shack with a witch living in it. Boot, 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 boo. No lights on the bridge. Just go down.
Dang.
And the robots all go.
Here, see what you make of this. And I hand the staff to the captain.
Hey, Captain, make sure you change all the passwords so he can't log in or whatever he would do to get back into the ship. Lock him out.
Like his OS.
The passcode.
Yeah, first
Right.
control of all of his gear in here.
Yeah, right. Take control of all the robots and all that.
Brandon, I cannot help myself for doing this. I want to fly back up to where the Hag of Crag Keep is.
She's chatting up Michael. So what did you do before you joined this group?
Oh
wait, no, Michael's up on the.
Yeah.
I forgot. She sent Michael. So what was she do? Okay, she sent Michael to the ship. She didn't have very much time. What would she do? She wants to go find it. Okay, yeah. You get back to where the Hag of Crag Keep was, just in time to see her going around the corner, leaving the room you were in.
Follow her.
She's running down the stairs, runs down across a catwalk, across a very open place, runs downstairs.
She shifts into a tread guard. And keep following her.
Clunk, 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 clunk. She gets to the hover barge. When you get there, you see Ty has left the hover barge and is standing at one of the little windows. You go up the stairs and look out. From the outside, look like eyes. It's like there's the drawbridge and then there's windows that look like eyes.
Oh, right.
She's standing in one of those, looking at what's going on outside. The Hag of Crag Keep runs down the stairs, climbs up onto the hover barge, and starts looking in boxes. What?
And at that point, I'll attack her.
As I see John leaving, I'm kind of just go outside, look around. What's he looking for? What do I see?
He flies back to the castle.
Yeah, into the same window that the Hag of Crag Keep is standing in.
Okay, I can't keep watching that direction. See what happens next.
Well, he goes further into the castle. Unless you follow him, you lose sight of him.
Right. I'm going to keep watching the castle and see what happens next. Because the hover barge is outside the castle, right?
No, it's in the courtyard. In
the courtyard.
Past the drawbridge.
It's
okay,
inside the castle behind the drawbridge.
Okay, then I'll follow the way that John went.
Okay, you see Erlang shapeshift into a dreadguard and tunk, 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 follow the hag down to the courtyard. She climbs into the hover barge, John Erlang, and starts opening boxes or crates and cases and just opening stuff. She's starting to ransack the place. John Erlang, how are you attacking her?
I'm gonna shapeshift back into me and just fly up to her and take her down.
Just have a break.
Just that easy.
Be a little more specific what you're doing.
I don't want to strike her from behind with the sword. It just seems so low class. So I'm going to tackle her and take her down that way.
All right. It's you versus her. She doesn't know you're coming. She gets a penalty die. Your brawn versus her agility or brawn. In her case, it'd be agility. Good.
12.
You needed a 10. You tackle her from behind and pin her to the ground.
Yep. Make sure both of her arms are restrained and say something to the effect of, no. We just saved your castle. You don't get to steal our shit.
Her wand is tucked into her waistband, her belt, and you have her arms pinned behind her, and she's like, I will turn you into a toad. Release me! I order you. I command you.
Am I there
Dumb
yet?
dumb.
Am I there yet?
Yeah, you're right there behind him. What do you do?
Okay, invisibly, I just walk up and just pluck it out of her belt. Take the wand out of her belt.
No! No! Be careful with that. You don't know what it does.
Interesting. Okay.
Wow.
I come visible now. You can actually see me do that.
All right, how about Captain Harrows and Dr. Anna and Michael?
Well, Michael gave what's his name, Salazar's staff to the captain. Said, "Here, what can you make of this?"
It's still weirdly glowing and has little planes of energy rotating around its upper end, but it seems to be in. It's not turned off, but it's low power mode.
Let's go. Why don't you take that wand and go tell everybody else what's going on?
And with that, I've got to go to bed because I'm only going to get 5 hours of sleep or less at this
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is basically the end, Leslie. Thank you for playing.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
There'll be a little wrap up, but it's not a big deal.
Yeah, and I can find out about it 3 weeks from now.
Okay. Sweet dreams.
So I fly back up to the ship and say, "Look at what I found."
Oh, very nice. Let me guess. She was going after the Pashupatastra.
Yeah, Don's down there taking care of her right now.
Okay.
Without this, I don't think she can do much.
God, I hope not.
Somebody's really pissed
It's
off.
all alone.
If you come back and find a me-shaped carpet on the floor, don't.
I wish.
Okay, we use the vroom to go check this out.
Everybody flies back. You land. Unless something's changed, John Erlang has her pinned against the floor of the deck of the hover barge.
And I'm making small talk. I'm with the whole hag of keep thing going on. Do you have to shower and go to the bathroom and eat and stuff like that?
I will turn you inside out.
How about a wardrobe? Do you get somebody to sew clothes for you, or just make your own clothes, or what?
Would you like to be a frog? Maybe I'll turn you into a frog.
I've been a frog, to be perfectly honest. It's not bad. I'm big, brother.
How about a fly? Then frogs would eat you.
No, don't want to be a fly. Don't like bugs.
Okay, definitely a fly then.
Okay.
So you all come back. He's got her pin. What do you do?
Like, oh, so after we save your home, you decide to take our stuff. I guess that's now my vroom, huh? Or do we act like polite individuals?
We had a deal. You're supposed to bring me the Pashupatastra.
No.
You didn't. You broke our deal.
You had a deal. If you think back, we never agreed to your deal. You had this deal in your mind, and we went along with it. You see now the difference between old school and new school villainy?
So you're saying you're the villains and I'm the good guy?
No.
Because I think I could probably embrace that.
I think the villain just split.
He wasn't a villain. He's just a jerk.
No, he was the villain.
Yeah, potato.
He was okay. Yeah, look,
Or a villain, rather.
you're what we call an anti-hero. Okay, you're trying to do the right things for your own reasons. Your ethics just really don't align with others very well.
It doesn't really make any sense. What happened to Salazar?
He disintegrated himself and went ahead and teleported off to somewhere else. But that's okay. I'll send his super star destroyer after him. Next time.
You have his death ship?
Well, now he does.
We're going to be the ones with the orbital cannons.
He managed to land the ship now.
You know, maybe we can make a deal.
Yeah, I bet Salazar wanted the Pashupatastra so that he could power that thing.
Yeah, if you just want to keep anyone from using it for creating a portal, we can power the ship with it.
You know, call me crazy, but I don't feel like I can trust you.
Says the girl who tried to steal our stuff.
Because you broke our deal.
You made a deal.
Anyway, at this point, Brendan, I'll pick her up and let her go.
Yeah, let her back for minions without her powers.
Glares at you.
Okay, look.
It just bounces off the armor.
Yeah, look. We can be friends or not. This is really your choice. You've seen what we can do.
And if you want to say it again, it's parked on your lawn.
Oh, true. We now have orbital cannons. You know what? I'll bet those power cores that I took from the casino ship and power that thing just fine. If you want to take the Pashupatastra, I'll power it up another way and come by and visit you with my orbital cannon.
So we have a deal.
Kind of a mutually assured.
If you want me to use the orbital cannons to take things back, but I don't think you want that.
What I want is the 3 artifacts. That's what I want. I let you have one of them out of the kindness of my heart. And I'm beginning to think that was a bad idea. Because now you want 2 of them.
You give it back to the bug people.
Yeah, that's true. We could always take the Pashupatastra back to the spirits.
I'm still saying vetoing that.
Now that we've got a dreadnought, we could go and give them some very specific instructions.
Yep, don't destroy our existence.
So who took her wand? Isco?
Yep.
She looks at Isco. She says, I'd like my wand back, please.
Well, that happens after the negotiations are over.
Maybe.
You know I have other wands.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So.
Interesting. Okay.
What do you people want? What do you want? Are you just here to make my life difficult? Because you're supposed to be better than that.
Okay, so how can you keep the Pashupatastra safer than that thing with instructions to defend itself? I'm willing to hear it.
Are you going to stay with it the entire time?
You bring up a good point. I wonder what Amelia's doing.
Am I supposed to know who that is?
Amelia Earhart. You've heard of her, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's around here somewhere.
What, seriously?
I,
Well, that's
I'll
crazy.
Keep, I'll key up the radio and call in.
Hey, Brandon, while they're talking, I'm going to fly up to her room.
Mhm.
Fly up to her room in the castle and look for any other wands.
There's like a display rack full of wands.
Take them all. I take them
They're
all.
all, they're all different colors and slightly different materials.
If I can carry the whole rack, great. If not, I'll just grab all the wands.
It's like a dozen of them. You
Okay.
pop it off the wall and take it with you.
Like,
Man, you're
stick 'em
so
in my pocket.
mean. You guys are so mean.
They are.
Fine. She doesn't know about it yet.
She's the one who is being argumentative. We are offering.
What do you want? What do you want from me so that I can keep the Pashupatastra and at least one of the other artifacts safe? You can keep the thinking machine. And that's probably a good idea to have them in two different places. That way, somebody gets one, they won't automatically get the other two.
Right. We should probably have them in 3 different places. The problem is protection.
Is she saying that the thinking machine is equal importance to the Pashupatastra?
Yes.
She
she
appears to
said-
think so, yeah.
Oh my god, I just said that right for the first time ever.
Well, listen, I could put the Pashupatastra in any number of different places that are going to be nigh impossible to get to.
It's
You
the
can get there,
nigh
someone else
part.
can get there.
Yeah, it's the nigh part that worries me. Now, I'm wondering if I go ahead and key up my radio and see if Amelia Earhart is in the region.
Let's see. 7 or less, she's in radio range.
Ooh. Power her air.
You
change
hear her
her
over there, and it's like, hello there, Captain. What can I do for you?
Well, we're over here in Crag Keep, and we seem to have come upon a bit of an aircraft. About the size of a small city.
Is that the big castle by the forest on the coast?
Yeah, that's the one. A little less forest now.
Not a great idea to fly around there. Harpies, you know.
Yeah, I look around for harpies. Are there any still?
Oh, they're all over the castle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't go into it, but yeah, they were like attacking the Death Ship, but you know,
It's-
harpies versus a Death Star. It's just not really.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom,
Okay,
boom, boom.
Well,
Guys, I'm gonna have to break it up here myself too.
okay.
All right, rapidly calling this to a close. What's the end result? Do you give her the Pashupatastra or not?
My plan was to
Well,
give
okay.
Earhart the Pashupatastra to protect.
Heck, you could probably even set it up to power her airplane.
I was going to say let her fly around and
Well,
not doing her mapping and keeping an eye out.
that's exactly what I was thinking. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, exactly.
But
Yes. Teach her how to use it and yep.
that way she doesn't have to worry about
Yep.
fuel.
The Dreadnoughts needs to be powered.
Yeah. If
You use the Pashupatastra to do that?
if we give
We think that's what Salazar was going to do with it. Was use it to power the thing.
that was his plan. I say give his master plan to Amelia Earhart.
Oh yeah.
I think that'll work, but we need to make sure that he cannot get back into his own ship. We'll lock him out. Whatever that means. Find all the back doors. Find all the things that any way he could get back in.
You can work that out. It's not a problem.
Dump it early.
Early.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so your plan is to give the Pashupatastra to Amelia Earhart, which she's fine with that. She's like, well, if you're happy, I'm happy. As far as like the wands, do you give them back to the hag?
Maybe I'll make her earn them back.
Oh man, you guys. And one more thing, I just want to make sure you understand
Okay.
that as far as she knows, Georgie and the Eye of Odin and the Pashupatastra can be used to create a portal from here back to where you came from. And everybody's fine with just shrugging that off, right?
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to go back.
Yeah.
Well, unless it's too late, we can make it a visit, but no, not really.
Yeah.
Well, all right then.
I figure if we have all of these things, if we are friends with all of these people, then if there is a need for such a thing, we can call these things together. Until then, we each defend them from those who would take them.
Yes.
Once you
Yep.
explain that to Amelia Earhart, she's like, "Oh, all right then. I'm on board. I'm in."
Okay.
So you do
I
that.
guess we Captain
The
Emil
hag is not thrilled with this, but it's probably grudgingly accepting.
It's probably
Particularly
her
since she can't stop you. So yeah, all right then, fine.
So I'll make a deal with the hag. You know, she can earn her wands back. I have all of her wands, and she can earn them back. We'll figure out what she can do to earn them back. The victors go the spoils.
What'd you say, Lloyd?
I said de-stone the people in the town.
But she needs one at
That's
least.
one
I
of them.
can't
one
do that
to
without a
so.
wand.
Yeah, but we got to give her back a wand.
Damn it.
Fine, I'll do it. But they need to stop being so loud.
What are they doing?
Oh God, parties like twice a week. It's always festival of this, festival of the turnip, festival of the fish. It's
I
like,
think you need to relocate them.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
I can't just you relocate them next to one of the other
all right,
other
we'll
groups.
flow past this.
Yeah.
One other thing. So you wrap it all up.
I was going to give her the advice that she go hang out and have a good time at these festivals, maybe.
Loosen up a little bit.
Yeah. Last time I was in a hotel being annoyed by a concert, I went to the concert, had a great time.
Yeah.
They're not going to let me go to their festival. I'm the hag of Crag Keep.
So
But are you? Without your wands, are you?
Billy.
Okay, I'll look into it. I'll look into it. I'll turn them back into people and then look into it. Okay, that's all I can say. Okay. Meanwhile, so you wrap everything up. You have decentralized the storage of the artifacts, which is probably a good idea. It'll be a while before you're able to power up Salazar's death ship because seriously, that takes a whole lot of batteries.
So might as well have the Pashupatastra and the death ship.
Well, I thought you were going to give it to Amelia Earhart.
I thought we were giving her the death ship as well if she wanted it.
Yeah.
She doesn't want that.
To power.
Well, yeah, I don't know about giving it to her, but I mean, she can be the custodian maybe.
Yeah, that's just attracting attention. We will look for other power sources for the death ship and come back for
But
it
she's
later.
fine with like keeping it in her plane and flying around. I mean,
Yeah.
you know. You get back to town, and as we're wrapping up, everything's wrapped up. Yay! The hag will eventually either make her wands or get them back or something. It doesn't matter. That'll wrap itself up. I mean, she made the one she's got, so she'll make more. She's annoyed at you.
She makes the one that she had. Yeah, I see that isolated look. I see that.
She turns the people back to people.
Okay.
And keeps the wand that she did that with.
Sure. Fair enough.
Mister. And she's
God
still
more.
really peeved at you. But ultimately, it's all worked out okay. As long as no one can put these things together and open a portal back to their world, she's fine with that.
And if we knew that was your plan, we'd have had a plan. We'd have been right on board with the plan. So we just need to communicate better, is what I'm hearing.
Are you shitting me? What did you think I was going to do with it? Oh, just never mind. Just never mind. Go back to your
turn Sharon back into Sharon?
It's not like I turned her into that. So you get back to Tranquility.
Yes.
Everything seems peaceful. Ty doesn't really remember what was going on while she was a mechanical girl. She doesn't remember that. She'll take your word for it and think, oh, how horrid. Then a pirate ship that's like on fire comes up to one of the piers and like crashes into the pier, and pirates come off. So it's like, help, and we'll end there.
We finally meet the pirates.
You finally meet the pirates. All right.
That's awesome.
There you go. And maybe we'll come back to this someday. Maybe we won't. So, all right. Thank you guys for playing. Haha! This has been Pirates of the Mesozoic with Craig Smith, Don Von Griffin, Karen Torres, Lizzie Denneberger, who went to bed, Lynn Montgomery, me, Jim, Brandon Blackmore. Communication really is important. Imagine how many plots could have ended so much sooner had everyone just communicated. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for playing. And I'll see you in, what, 3 weeks?
3 weeks. I guess we can.
Yeah.
Cold War back up again. Craig, you need a character.
Yep. So I have a lot of good ideas. I'll just email you, Lloyd, and we can pass through how that ought to work.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Cool. Yeah, I have an idea, but obviously it'll have to fit in whatever whatever you say, whatever.
Okay.
It won't be hard.
Yeah.
It's not difficult. Tell me